Welcome to the Calyrex Game Corner's Pokemon D&D campaign, featuring Cindy, a hot-headed teen with a penchant for arson, Gimli, an admirable father seeking to reunite his family, Elodie, a fun-loving baker with a whimsical heart, and Schmidt, a courageous young man searching for his purpose with a duck. Together, they make the Quacko Packo, and this is Dunsparce and Drampa. Good morning, Elodie and Schmidt. It is about 8 a.m. in Mossdeep City. You're on the beachside resort hotel, and you are gently awoken from the best sleep that you've had in months. Your sleep is so good and so relaxing that you will be granted 1 D10 inspiration that you can use until the end of the day. The one who is awakening each of you individually is none other than the Linoon butler that you met the night prior, who helped you get ready for bed and also made a sandwich for Elodie. They do a thing that, a kitten might do. They stand on your chest and they kind of sniff your face and they chirp a little. They're trying to get you out of bed. How do you start your day?
I ask Linoon to make us a delicious breakfast.
Okay, yeah, roll a charisma, please.
Can do.
I think Schmidt would wake up with almost like a fight or flight reaction.
Are you gonna take a swing at Linoon?
No, not that far. Maybe he'll jump out of bed though.
Okay. While
just kind of quick snap to his feet, in a ready position.
Got it. While Elodie is rolling that charisma, could you roll me a wisdom?
I got a 26 for the wisdom, by the way. Charisma.
Elodie, yeah, you kind of groggily wake up, stretch, rub your eyes, and you ask Linoon to make you a breakfast. And Linoon, perks up to attention. They have a cute little bow tie that they haven't taken off, and they run out of the bedroom that you're in, and you hear some clashing and clanging in the kitchen. Hopefully it doesn't wake up Gimli and Cindy, who are still snoozing. Schmidt, what did you get for your wisdom?
15.
15. You notice that as you jolt to attention that there's been something left for you on your bed. There's a little scroll and there's a note on it. Do you read it?
Sure.
Okay. You look at it and it is in Cindy's handwriting. It says, "Good morning, Schmidt. I didn't catch you before you went to bed, but I thought this might be useful for you for your gym challenge in case you wake up before me. Love, Cindy." And you can see inside that she has left for you the Draco Meteor scroll if you wish to teach it to your Pokemon.
Yes, that was kind.
Very thoughtful. You hear Linoon getting busy in the kitchen making something. Do you go out to investigate?
Yes.
Okay. This might be kind of fun. We've done lots of outfits over the years, but we haven't done PJs. Or maybe we did once. Twice? We've done PJs before. What kind of PJs are you wearing right now when you two bump into each other in the morning for breakfast?
Oh, we discussed this in Discord recently. What did I say?
And to my memory, correct me if I'm wrong, but per our discussion, I thought Schmidt was wearing the classic blue and white stripes, with a pom-pom hat, holding a brass candle, kind of.
Old-timey candle.
Yeah.
Wait, the memes where it's oh, wait, hold on. I gotta find it. Hold on.
I was gonna say, I think I said Schmidt was wearing a bougie kimono or something, all silk or.
Yeah, that checks out actually. Yeah. It's one of those two, for sure.
Yeah. And no in between.
Correct.
Inside you, there are 2 sleep warriors.
Yeah.
The, guy with the old-timey blue and white striped pajamas, and then the pink fluffy robe. Yeah,
that's literally Schmidt. That's very funny. Yeah, we could say a kind of sleepwear, kind of kimono, especially in the sense that, if Elodie was fairly worldly, which she is fairly worldly, she might notice that the designs are a traditional Johtoan kind of print. What does Elodie's slumber clothing look like?
I had originally thought and said just a cute, simple matching PJ set. Maybe something with little Pokemon on it or something, pink ones like Jigglypuff or something. I think the idea of a big pink fluffy robe is really funny, but that would probably be hard to travel with.
Sure. You would find that this hotel room, especially this deluxe room that you have, do have pretty basic robes. They're not as they're luxurious, but they're just not quite as fancy as the one that Schmidt has. Mm-hmm. But that is always an option.
Yeah, it's the cute little pink set and then the hotel robe over it.
Perfect.
For sure.
The two of you get together in the kitchen, and it features one of those island seating areas. There's a counter, the very fancy granite marble type stone counters going on here. Linoon is cooking at blazing speed, And before you is a spread of bagels, moo milk cream cheese, eggs, tepig bacon, and a variety of vegetables and fresh fruit. And you are encouraged by Lynoon, who has worked up a bit of a sweat, to feed yourself before you begin your day. Do you do so?
Indeed.
Let's pig out.
Hell yeah. You do that. The food is quite delicious. This morning, with this breakfast and with the sleep you've had, you've decided that this like luxury penthouse room was 100% worth it because you've never felt more rejuvenated in your life. Schmidt, you neglected to eat Tiberius Matthias Ferris Hart's food that was meant to help with the time and space dilation that you experienced in the desert ruins, but now you are just fully recovered. You don't even feel tired at all. You enjoy your breakfast. Presumably you gather your street clothes and you get ready for the day. You did buy swimwear. Well, we're talking a lot about outfits right now. Is your Mossdeep City adventuring outfit the same as what you've been wearing recently since Dewford? Or is there something new going on here?
I've been rocking the cowgirl outfit.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't. I don't know. I probably wouldn't be anymore.
Okay. If you want to reverse canon a Feymart's beachy summertime kind of vibe, even though it is fall in Hoenn, it is still warm in Mossdeep.
I was going to say, if you're rocking the swimwear, I'll rock it with you, but...
Oh, I'm down, dog. Let's do it.
Just swimwear to the gym?
Swimwear to the gym.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. For clarity, that is the one-piece wetsuit for Schmidt. That's just black, very simple. And then the Curlia-themed swimsuit one piece for Elodie. Are you wearing shoes with that, Schmidt? Or sandals or something? I just feel like shoes with a dive suit is pretty funny, but you're more than welcome to do it.
Yeah.
They've got like the swim shoes
Flippers.
that you wear in the water.
Flippers?
Just straight up flippers.
It's just walking around.
So fucking funny. It's like Mamma Mia.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just some simple, scuba boots.
Okay.
Swim shoes type beat.
Swim shoes. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. You two look ready for a beach day. Delightful. Any final preparations before you descend the Bronzon elevator to the lobby to go to the gym?
Can I peek this Draco Meteor scroll real quick?
Yeah, you can take a look at it.
Is it something I need to practice?
It is similar in nature to the other technical machines that you have received, except this one does not seem to combust like the Ironhead TM did. There's some inscription. You recognize the Draconid language actually as the original, and then it is subtitled in the language that you all speak. And there's illustrations and images of movements that are required of a Pokemon of a dragon type specifically to summon this powerful attack that Cookie also knows.
Okay.
Do you do that with Pride prior to, or
I'm doing that with Patricia?
Oh,
yeah. Elodie, how do you feel about a little morning training?
I'm definitely down.
I'm assuming you don't want a Draco Meteor in the hotel room.
Probably not.
Now let's go for it.
Okay.
We're on Cindy mode.
Perfect. She did leave the scroll with you guys, so that makes sense. No, you descend the Bronzon elevator. It leaves off, when it arrives at your floor, and then when it descends, it leaves off a very gratifying gong kind of sound, but not too loud because it's still early. People are still sleeping. You exit the elevator. You're back in the lobby. There's a hotel worker that you don't recognize. They were different from the night shift last night. They give you a wave and they say good morning, and there's some large sliding glass doors, and you can exit into Mossdeep City. I'm assuming that you do so.
Yeah.
Okay. Mossdeep, its layout is very peculiar. It's where this hotel currently is. It's how do I describe this? So around the perimeter of the island is just a perfect sandy beach, roughly circular. It's a fairly circular island, all things considered. And then as you get more and more towards the center of the island, it becomes more and more hilly. It's it's layered, and it stacks up higher and higher. And right now you're kind of on the second or third layer. And then up at the top, at the fifth layer, is where the Space Center is. The gym is pretty much right across from the hotel on this kind of second highest part of elevation of this island. But there's plenty of grass and rocks around, just general wildlife. Not very forested. There's islands nearby with trees, but this island is not particularly forested. There's some around the residential area, but not particularly. Or you can go down to the beach.
There's that cape to the south with the lighthouse and everything, right?
I think you're thinking of Lily Cove.
Am I?
There's no lighthouse in Mossdeep City.
There's an area to the south though, right?
I think would just be Sandy Beach. The beach is pretty extensive,
thinking-
and there's a lot of shallow water around the sands, but there's a cape kind of to the west, but it's all sand.
Hold on.
Are you thinking of like the rocket tower?
No, that's...
I'm headcanoning that there's more sand around, so like the entire perimeter is sandy, but this is more or less the layout of what's going on.
I think
It's
we should
not
do
as
it.
big of a gap as I thought, but yeah, in the original games, there's a little bit of an area out there. I don't know why I remember that area so specifically. But...
No, that's fine. No, that's perfect. That's the whole reason we're doing a campaign like this, is so that you can explore those areas. So around to the southeastern part of the island, there's kind of a little secluded grassy cliff that looks out over to the south, presumably towards Evergrande City and Sutopolis. And you're welcome to go there to train if you like.
Yeah.
Okay. Elodie, you're joining, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Great. What is your first course of action for training?
First course of action, I want to teach this Draco Meteor to Patricia.
Okay. This will happen without fail. However, I do want a charisma check from Schmidt, just for the
Cool.
general instruction of it.
Yeah, it's a flat 6.
Okay, it's fine. It's still a little early. Schmidt's still kind of waking up. He unfolds the scroll and he shows it to Patricia, and he kind of reads it through to her and points at it and says, like, you can do this, right? And Altaria, Patricia, the fluffy draconic cloud Pokemon, seems confident and is willing to give it a shot. Do you have Patricia loose her first Draco Meteor?
Yep.
Very good. Have her roll a wisdom, please.
That is an 11.
Okay, pretty solid. You've seen Cookie use this move, and something that's fairly distinct about it is that Cookie's Draco Meteors have a darker reddish brownish hue to them, like they're almost like igneous in nature. These ones are almost strictly straight purple. They course with classic dragon type energy, which features like yellow electric sparks, but they have a distinct like foggy cloud behind them as they crash into the sand below you. And they aren't particularly explosive or impressive, but they do work. And this is Patricia's first time doing it, and she feels confident that in like a higher stake situation that she could absolutely deliver on this attack. You could have her run through it a couple more times if you want.
Oh, yeah. Just till we're comfortable with it.
Sure. In the meantime, yes.
I was gonna say, can I have Aubergine copycat it just for the sillies?
Yeah, absolutely. What will that look like? God.
Large amounts of explosions on the southern side of the island.
Yeah. Have Aubergine the Lipard, the little purple kitty, as she does a backflip to copy the Draco Meteor, have her make a wisdom check, please.
Speaking of Aubergine
11?
and Copycat, I had another idea with that. But go ahead with this first.
You said it was 11?
I got an 11.
So
Yep.
11 was exactly what Patricia got on her wisdom.
They're crazy.
So they're just so in sync. So Aubergine does a little backflip, and then there's like she summons her own Draco Meteors. They're kind of made of pure rock, it seems, and they have a trail of like darkness behind them. And as they connect in the sand, they explode into like a dark mist. Very kind of sinister energy coming out of these Draco Meteors.
Ooh.
Amazing.
Can we... What would I have to be rolling on that? Insight? To like tell, is it actually a dark type move?
Yeah,
when Aubergine
that
does
would
it?
be insight or nature or arcana, probably one of those.
Schmidt is not proficient in Arcana. What do you think he would be? I guess he has the history. I'm gonna say nature because I'm a +2 in intelligence instead of. I got a natural 20.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
All that for nothing.
You get the feeling that Lipard using this, it is still in fact a dragon type move and is considerably weaker. It just kind of has Lipard's energy built into it, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
I had a funny, silly idea I would like to try.
Okay.
Sure.
I would like Patricia to Dragon Cheer on Aubergine. And if I may have Aubergine request a copycat that Dragon Cheer.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. I don't think that these moves don't require checks, I don't believe.
Dragon Cheer does not.
Dragon Cheer
Copycat
does?
not.
Dragon Cheer does not.
Okay, yeah, so this will like happen regardless, but it'd be fun just to get performance checks for both the Mons, just to see how well it goes over.
Sure. I got a 14.
I got 12 on the die. What are we doing this?
Charisma?
Charisma? Oh, for the Pokemon. That's,
I got a 12 on the
13.
die, too. That's crazy.
Yeah. And what's Patricia's
13.
total? 13? Yeah, these Mons are pretty in sync. It seems like they're ready for a gym challenge. So what happens is that they faced each other down in kind of like a rivalry, but clearly allied kind of way. And Patricia lets out a draconic sound coming out of Patricia's beak. It sounds kind of raptorial, kind of like a screech, and a little bit of like a coo to it as well. Liepard performs a backflip and makes the same exact sound followed by a meow at the end. And then you see both of them following this exchange. They look amped up. They look really fierce. Patricia's eyes kind of narrow, and you can see that like she's glowing with energy. And the same thing with Liepard, but not to the same extent.
Makes sense.
It seemed like it was a successful test.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff. Anything else for training?
It's a fun little setup. I have a DM question.
Yes.
Does Bird of Prey apply to the Draco Meteor drop?
I'm gonna say yes.
Hell yeah.
I think anything that punishes you for using a strong attack would be negated if you get the KO with it.
Hell yeah. Okay.
But you gotta make sure you get the KO with it.
Yeah.
Elodie, roll a perception, please.
Sure thing. 19.
All right. Yeah, you've just your training down here. You've attracted a small crowd. There's some folks on the ledge above you, and seems like a family and like a couple just young men who are out in Mossdeep. So 6 or 8 or so people just watching, just seeing what's going on, pointing and going like, ooh, when they see something impressive. They don't intend to interfere or anything, but they like seeing powerful trainers do powerful things.
We're so cool.
Do you say that?
I say that to Schmidt. I don't say that like loud enough for them to hear.
Okay. Does Schmidt have a response?
I'm trying to think of what Schmidt would say to that. I feel like he would, but I'm spacing on what he would say.
That's fine.
I think he'd just like brush it off and be like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, that was weird that she said.
Hell yeah. Very good. Any more training things that you want to attend to before getting started?
I am good.
Okay.
If
Elodie,
Elodie has something else.
No, I think I'm good to go.
you all walk past the family and the couple guys who are spectating you. One of the guys kind of gets the hint, the feeling that if 2 of you are walking towards the gym, you're probably gym challengers because this gym requires pairs. And he gives out a shout, "Good luck, you two." Do you give any sort of response?
Schmidt lets out kind of like an awkward, like, oh, okay, thanks.
Very good.
Thank you, random citizen.
Schmidt, also give me a perception on that, please.
Schmidt, famously good with perception checks. I was an 18.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. As you engage with this crowd, you do see that there's a small child within the family unit that is looking at you and Elodie with a stark sense of recognition. You don't recognize this child, but you just get the feeling that they know you somehow.
Oh, shit.
I'm scared. I'm scared of children.
It's because we're TikTok famous.
You don't have to engage with them at all. But there's a look of like, I know you. Can
I roll history on this kid if I know this kid?
Sure.
In the meantime, I'm giving the kid like the white person smile.
Great description. I perfectly had an image in my head of that.
18 on the history.
That's very good. You have never seen this kid before.
Cool. We're TikTok famous.
You are ready for what may in fact be your final gym challenge if you succeed. The 2 of you march in your swimwear over towards the gym. You notice that from the outside, this gym is quite a bit smaller than the ones that you've seen before. Something interesting to take note of. You enter and you see nothing unusual about this gym lobby. There is an attendant who is nicely dressed, who also acts as security, and they greet you as you enter. You see a pair of double red doors, iconic for your gym challenges, and they ask to see your trainer credentials. Do you hand them over?
Yep.
Okay.
They give them a once-over. It seems like they're counting. Perhaps they're counting how many badges you have. They return your IDs, and they say, "Thank you for coming prepared with a partner. You may choose to bring 3 Pokemon each for the totality of this gym challenge." I would like to know which 3 you are bringing. This is not the attendant asking this. I want to know which 3 you are bringing.
Okay. I am a little torn.
Okay.
Maybe some input from Elodie.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm thinking obviously Patricia, and I want to bring Pride to get that 1 level up and get a Dragonite.
Fair.
So I'm down to either Diana, Walter, Gabriel, or Quacko. I kind of don't want to bring Quacko to this. Because we're not going to really
Yeah.
have somebody running interference, right? And Quacko could get popped pretty easy.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, with Gabriel, like, he can color change, right? Or whatever that ability is called.
Yeah,
He has color change, but he also has skill swap, so he can put color change on something else.
That could be cool. Either to, well, I guess he wouldn't, like, to make him a dark type, to make him, like, immune to psychic type attacks. Or, I mean, this would require a lot of setup, but to, like, turn them into dark types and then, like, I've got fairy type moves. I don't know if you have any, like, fighting type moves or anything, but I guess that would require, like,
No.
different Pokemon. Okay.
Gabriel actually has Psybeam and Thief, or his 2 attacking moves.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Or color changing them to be dragon types too, to make like Pride's moves super effective and other dragon type moves.
Yeah.
And then my fairy type moves are also super effective. That could be a cool idea. But that does require some setup, so I'd be totally
setup,
understandable. Yeah, if you don't want to do something like that.
And I know we don't
Who
have
else?
a ton of time to set up for that.
Who else do you have that you're thinking about bringing?
Diana, the Gyarados. It'd just be big fish shooting lasers
Yeah, that's totally fair.
with an assault vest. Or Walter, who I do have the new Rage set up with Sticky Barb.
Walter. Yeah, they're both really good.
I'm not
I
bringing you
can't-
two.
No. Yeah, that would be weird. Why are you using Mewtwo in the gym challenge?
Can I put Mewtwo in a disguise?
It's
I mean, I'm not going to say no. It's just
give him like sunglasses and a t-shirt.
It's like a Pikachu.
I
Give it a little
survived
Pikachu
NRG
cosplay.
and all I got was this t-shirt.
Or give it like some Pikachu ears and be like, oh, this is my Pikachu. It's going to spam Shadow Ball.
Wait, he has Shadow Ball? Wait, let's actually bring Mewtwo. I'm trying to, I mean, I guess this is a little metagamey, but like what Pokemon would they have, right? Like, do they have Metachams?
Definitely expecting
The
an
Lunatone,
NDD plus
Solrock.
either Armrouge or Hatterene or something else that clicks Expanding Force. Lunatone and Solrock is totally fair. That's Gym Aces.
That's what I'm thinking, right? Like that's their aces. Like they're probably gonna have those.
I think.
Which that would be decent to have Diana for, right? Does she have a lot
Yeah,
of type
big
moves?
Hydro Pumps. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, I think either of them would be fine. Any of them would be fine. I think I'm leaning Diana.
Yeah. Just straight DPS. Diana's just essentially a big turret. So
Right.
it's probably not going to like move around in position much, but it'll just sit in one spot and shoot big lasers.
the complexity of gym battles usually come out of like the moves being used and not anything environmental. Something to keep in mind. Historically, that has been what it's the most pure kind of Pokemon combat versus D&D combat, if that makes sense.
Right. Other than like the challenges beforehand, but we're
Right.
creative. We can figure those out, I'm sure.
Right.
Okay. I'm down with Diana.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Diana the Gyarados. Who else in their species?
Patricia the Altaria
Uh-huh.
and Pride the Dragonair.
Fantastic. Elodie, this begs the question.
Yes. I am bringing Cabbage the Alcremie, Bubblegum the Primarina, and Aubergine the Lipard. Can I ask, would I be allowed to bring Blueberry just as a little cheerleader so that he can watch? You said Patricia, right?
Yeah.
Just to like watch Patricia and to like take some notes?
Yeah.
Or would that not be allowed?
No, with my brain mentally thinking back to the Pokemon anime, I know that there were several gym battles where Ash brought Pikachu but just had Pikachu watch. So I'm going to say that is totally allowed. You just can't have Blueberry involved at all, or else you might get disqualified.
Yeah.
Blueberry
no more
and Quacko
cheating
can
from
be
me.
a little.
Okay.
Yes. That'd be so
Blueberry
cute.
and Quacko. Yeah, a little cheer squad in the
Yeah,
corner.
they'll both be there.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Very
Cute. I
good.
love it.
Okay. Are you all ready to enter?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You push open the big double red doors for maybe the last time, and you step into a completely blank room. It is almost entirely white. You look down at your feet, you look at the walls, you look at the ceiling, and this room is just a cube made up of white panels. That is it. You don't see a door on the other side, and the door closes behind you, and it is simply more white panels. Very odd and peculiar. You stand around for a moment, wondering what is up with this room, and then in teleports two trainers. They are very formally dressed. There's a woman wearing an elaborate long red ball gown. She has long gloves on. And there's a man in a tuxedo. They look like they just came out of a ball or something. They look very formal. And they introduce themselves to you two. The woman in the dress says, "Welcome, challengers, to the Mossdeep City Gym. My partner and I will be your first opponents. My name is Rosie." And then the man introduces himself and says, "And my name is Janellis. This gym will challenge you in both your brains and your brawn and your strategy and everything in between. For this first battle, my partner and I will use 2 Pokemon each. You can use as many as you'd like. However, the less you use, the greater reward we will give you."
Feeling a little underdressed.
Yeah.
You guys in your swimwear and these two in...
Yeah, we're looking at each other in the swimwear.
For what it's worth, it seems that these gym trainers don't particularly seem to mind. They're here for their job. Trainers come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. They aren't going to judge you too hard for it. It goes without saying that this is a multi-battle. Each trainer will use their own Pokemon. And if you don't have any questions, they'll begin the battle. Do you have any questions?
So we just have all 3 on deck, or we have to decide how many we're bringing in before?
You have all 3 on deck, but the less you use, the greater reward you'll have.
But we can decide as we go. We don't have to decide now.
Correct.
Well, it's I don't know if we get
battle, but
nice.
the more Pokemon
good.
you introduce,
Right.
the less money you get.
If we clear it with the first 2 Pokemon, then we don't.
Right.
See what
Perfect.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. Please roll initiative. We'll take the averages of the 2 and do back and forth team turns. It's too confusing if we do baddie, goodie, etc.
I got a 15.
Okay.
14.
Okay. They have 20 and 11. So I think 20 and 11 goes first, right?
Fair.
I can do averages. So 31.
We're right next to each other, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll go first, but just barely. Also, you can use their lead to gauge on which Pokemon you want to send out. Rosie and Janellis clutch their Pokeballs, and as they do, this white room changes. All of the panels that make up this cube of a room, they all flip, and they display an image. And then all of a sudden, you feel physically as if you are transported onto a calm, serene beach at right about twilight, where the sun is setting and there's pink in the sky. You can breathe the salty air in the room, and there's a palm tree next to you, and there's some beach Pokemon, some Cabrawler, some Executor lounging about doing their own thing. You know as a fact that you're still in this cube room, but it feels as if you were on a beach at twilight. The trainers throw out their Pokeballs. Rosie in the ball gown sends out a bird Pokemon. It stands very properly. It is mostly green. It has some white plumage and a long red head feather. It seems very focused. The moment that it's set out of the ball, it simply stands and gazes. Does not do anything else. Genelus sends out a mysterious clay-looking Pokemon. It is largely black in color, and it floats above the ground. It has pieces that float around its body telekinetically, and it has many, many eyes and a crown around the top of its body. Your first 2 opponents are Xatu and Claydol.
That's what they lead with in that gym battle.
Oh, is it really?
The Xatu and Claydol, yeah.
I'm having flashbacks, so I'm sorry.
We did have a couple things with Xatu and Claydol, yeah.
Your session 0 featured those Pokemon heavily. So
Yeah.
these characters don't know that, though.
I
No,
googled
that's fair.
bird Pokemon while you were talking.
Yeah.
And Xatu did not pull up on the list, which is funny.
Xatu is definitely a bird.
He's definitely a bird, for sure.
Not according to Google, so I don't know about that.
Yeah, Google is the authority there. Seeing these 2 leads, what 2 Pokemon do you start with?
Claydol's probably about this earthquake spam, right?
That could definitely happen.
I have 2 flying types with me. I am a flying type trainer.
That's so true, actually.
I think I'm going to lead Diana.
Okay. I was thinking either Bubblegum, because she'll get super effective into Claydol, or Aubergine, because I can fake out and stuff, and that would be Poggy Woggies. But what do you think? Do you have an opinion?
What does Bubblegum have?
Sparkling Aria, which I can use to do damage or to heal you. Disarming Voice, Baby Doll Eyes, and Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice is normal, though. I don't have Liquid Voice.
I do like the idea of I have a giant turret, and then you could kind of heal up the giant turret.
Yeah, totally. That works. I can bring Bubblegum.
So
Let's send it.
The leads are our water types. Bubblegum, the prima donna seal Pokemon, and then Diana, the Gyarados that was rescued outside of Dewford Town as it was rampaging after NRG experimentation. Let the battle begin. Your opponents rolled initiative higher on average than you, so they will be going first. Xatu is going to let it rip with a simple, basic Psychic right into Primarina. Primarina must make a DC 18 Wisdom save, please.
I failed. I got a 14.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a roll to hit. What is the... Oh.
How dare you?
So the 18 is... So you failed the save anyways, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's both a roll to hit and a thing. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Explosive starts the battle as Xatu doesn't even really move. Xatu opens its wings and reveals a pattern on its chest that resembles a face. Its eyes glow pink, and Primarina miraculously only takes 14 points of psychic type damage. However, Primarina is now confused. It is Claydol's turn.
Okay. Wait,
Claydol,
what was the damage?
Only 14. Very low roll. Okay. Claydol will let out kind of a primal grinding clay sound from its body. Sounds a bit of like a roar, but with like pottery, and will shake the earth beneath it. Xatu will jump and begin to hover, and Diana is floating, so this is also simply only targeted on Primarina for an earthquake.
Primarina, no!
Please have Bubblegum make a DC 16 dex save.
Okay, that was a 13, so no.
Okay, incoming ground type damage. As the ground tremors beneath Primarina, she takes 19 points of ground type damage. Additionally, Prim, as well as Elodie and Schmidt, observe that it really seriously looks like that it is sand being displaced rather than solid earth beneath Primarina, despite the fact that you know that you are in one room. That is their turns for turn one, for round one. What will Elodie and Schmidt do in response?
Could I make a perception check and it not count as one of my Pokemon actions?
Yeah, I'll have it consume a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done with that. I want to perceive or investigate this room.
Sure. Anything?
Can I see like any sort of like generator device that's like maybe controlling something, or just get a general vibe of it? Like get an understanding of what it's about.
Yeah, so that could be insight or investigation. Insight is going to be more vibes based. Investigation is going to be more like mechanically based.
I'll do investigation because I am proficient.
All right.
12 on the die, 5 proficiency bonus, 17 intelligence, 19.
Great. You understand that this room, you are not in fact on the beach, that this is an illusion, and the room that you have entered is somewhat of like a mechanical marvel. You do not identify a source of like what is powering it, but it's basically the envisioning here is the holodeck from Star Trek. I don't know if you are familiar with that. However, it's less sophisticated. You are presented with an illusion and is very realistic, but you, based on your high investigation roll, if you walk to the boundary of the room originally, you would be met with a wall. You would not be able to advance any further. So this has not grown in size. It is still roughly 20 by 20. It's not 20 by 20. It's like 40 by 40. Based on your walk from the outside, you get the sense that the entry that you were in this room is like the whole gym structurally. This is it.
All right. So if I break it now, it would affect the entire challenge.
Perhaps.
I would like to discuss with my partner what they want their plan of action to be.
I mean, I was just gonna Sparkling Aria to do some damage, but I'm totally down for shenanigans.
I think we need to do what they did and double a slot.
Sure.
Is Sparkling Aria a single target, or is that like a spread thing?
It's a spread thing.
Okay.
I'm down to target the Claydol, because we could probably take that down quicker. Or if you had another idea.
Yeah. It's just 2 Pokemon, right?
On the field, this is all double battles. Yes.
Okay.
Did they say how many they have?
They did not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the field is what I meant.
And
so they're always going to...
Yeah, as far as hitting multiple targets, we're going with the video game rules for the most part. Yes, Hyper Beam in D&D hits multiple targets, but in this it'll be single target, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. That was, yeah. Because it's Hydro Pump is an 80-foot line, and I'm like, if there's 2 targets, like, will always be in a line.
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, we're going to be flavoring this like the video games.
Okay.
Okay, so would Sparkling Aria be
Yes.
single target then?
Yes. No, it's multi-target. In fact, it usually
it
hits
is
your
multi-target.
ally, but we will not be ruling it that way because I changed it.
Who do you have in the back?
I have aubergine and cabbage.
Aubergine and
The,
cabbage.
the Lipard and El Creamy.
Okay. So it doesn't really particularly matter which one of these we blast first. I'll just Hydro Pump the Claydol, and then if you Sparkling Aria them.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Hydro Pump, they need to make a DC 17 deck save.
All right. Claydol gets a natural 2. Will not be passing.
Hell yeah. So I have the option of forcing the creature who was saved to being knocked prone and launched 15 feet behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do that.
Sure. While you roll your damage, I can describe it. Diana looses a torrent of high-pressure water from her maw, blasting into Claydol for super effective water-type damage. Claydol gets shot 15 feet back right over the head of Genelis, the trainer, and it impacts into the boundary of the room, and there's a ripple effect, like waves, like psionic waves, that you can visually see against the wall, which would just be the horizon of the ocean, is instead like there's an impact, it seems. And Claydol additionally slides down the wall, and its head is like spinning. It is currently on the ground, and it is no longer levitating. It is prone, so melee attacks have advantage.
Okay, it's 55 points of water type damage.
Excellent hit. Yeah. A impressive blast from Diana as Claydol is brought immediately into the yellow HP range.
Nice.
Elodie, what are you doing?
I am going to use Sparkling Aria.
Great.
So they have to make a deck save.
Okay. Claydol.
So is Sparkling Aria like Earthquake?
I have retooled
is
it to be Elodie
Okay.
style. So in the video games, it deals damage to everyone on the field besides Prim. But it heals all their burns. Instead, I was like, well, just damage the opponents, and then you can optionally use your action instead to make it a heal move. Just felt right for
Gotcha.
Elodie.
So it's Pollen Puff type situation.
Yeah, exactly. Multi-target
Okay.
Pollen Puff.
I got that.
Claydol gets a 7, and Xatu gets an 11. I think they both fail.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Okay, so that will be 26 for Xatu and 46 for Claydol, right?
Yeah, very good. Bubblegum, the Primarina, stands on her white hind flippers, holds out her arms, and sings like an operetta. Bubbles appear in the air everywhere, and they explode all over the opposing Pokemon, dealing critical damage to Claydol, who is knocked out, and dealing significant damage to Xatu, who is still standing and seemingly unflinching. How much damage was it again for Xatu? I know I just
26.
doubled it. 26, thank you. Claydol is returned by Genelis, and out comes a different Pokemon, one that appears to be wearing a tuxedo itself. It resembles somewhat of a butler and also looks vaguely like a bipedal goat. This Pokemon is Indeedee female. Indeedee happily lands onto the beach, and as its feet touch the ground, the floor is covered in a psychic surge. There is a pink weirdness all over the ground, and it gives you the feeling that the battlefield has been changed in some way.
I fucking called it.
Diana was a good bring here.
Is
Because it doesn't apply to her, right? Because she's not on the ground.
Well, if it's Expanding Force goes by the caster, not by who's.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Rising voltage mechanics are the other way around, I think. I don't
That's
remember.
the only one. That's
Yeah.
the only one of those terrain moves that it's the target, not the caster.
Oh, never mind then.
So, Indeedee's going to open this up with a classic Indeedee move, which is going to be to Helping Hand. Indeedee turns over to Xatu and does a little cheer, claps its little hands together, and it looks very invigorated. Xatu is going to power up and charge up its eyes and will fire off a Psychic Blast into Primarina once again. Rolling to hit. Dirty 19 should surely hit.
Yep.
A quick notice. As you see the Helping Hand connect with Xatu, you see that something has changed since the end of its last turn. Holding in its claw, you see a mysterious red orb. And once it starts charging this attack and received the Helping Hand from Indeedee, it looks like it has been afflicted with a burn. Very strange. Why would it be doing this? Who knows? Dealing significantly more damage for an unknown reason, perhaps one that you can deduce, the Psychic comes in and hits into Primarina for 27 points of Psychic type damage. Primarina does have to make a Wisdom save as well. Also, Prima should have rolled Confusion for Sparkling Aria, but I forgot it too.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's fine.
That was 27, you said?
Yes, 27. And I guess you won't make the Wisdom save because you're already confused.
Yeah.
Okay. That's their turn. It's time for
we can
Togekiss.
Break down what happened to me with the orb again.
Xatu is holding an orb that at the start of this turn, it appeared to become burned.
Okay.
Two things. I rolled an 18 on my confusion check. That means I'm no longer confused, right?
Correct.
Okay, good. I was going to suggest we just have the confusion go one extra turn longer than if I'd done it the first turn, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Second thing, I heal burns with Sparkling Aria.
That's correct.
Right.
I don't know why it's burned. I'm confused by that. Am I a ding-ding who doesn't recognize what's going on?
So it gets an ability Synchronize, which whenever it gets statused, it automatically statuses the opponent. That did not happen. So I'm thinking it might be a Psycho Shift angle, or they can just pass on their status effect to another Pokemon.
Okay, well...
That's basically 100% accurate Will-O-Wisp, but it takes setup.
I can just get rid of it with Sparkling Aria, so you don't have to worry about that.
Is Sparkling Aria what you want to do?
Yeah, I was just going to run it back. Seemed to work pretty well last time.
Taking a lot of damage, which is unfortunate because I can't heal you.
I can heal myself. It's fine, but I'm still good right now. So if I need to heal next turn, I probably can, but I can do this this turn just to make sure we get rid of the burn.
Okay. I would like to Thunderbolt this lot too.
Thunderbolt's great. Is that a roll to hit or a save?
That is a roll to hit.
All right.
I'm rolling that currently. Does a dirty 24 hit?
It sure does, thankfully.
40 even.
Wow.
Super effective.
Diana's quite the turret. Very impressive. Yeah, Diana charges its body with electricity and looses a thunderbolt at Xatu, hitting it super effectively. For the first time you've seen Xatu recoil in damage. It seems particularly exhausted. Is there a paralysis check, or is that like built into the roll?
Oh, on a natural 19 or 20. I did not get a natural 19 or 20.
Okay, very good. Primarina, Bubblegum.
Yes. Oh, I do just want to confirm. I said I can heal myself. So the description for Sparkling Aria says, if I decide to heal, it says healing all creatures in the area. So that would include Primarina, right?
It would, yeah.
Or am I wrong? Okay.
No, that's correct.
Just wanted to clarify.
Yep.
Okay, I will use it to attack this turn, though.
Okay.
So it's like Surf or Life do. That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
Roll that to hit.
They have to roll.
I can
Dex
never
check.
remember.
It's okay.
What is it?
15 Dex check.
They get a natural 15, so they will be passing.
Okay. Which one?
Oh. That was Xatu.
Okay.
And Indeedee gets a crit, so Indeedee will take no damage.
Okay. It will still hit for half damage on the Xatu. Will that still get rid of the burn?
It will.
Perfect. Okay, let me roll the damage. 19 damage.
Okay, a sizable hit. It seems that Xatu's feeling quite weak, perhaps on its last legs. As Primarina once again sings a song and bubbles appear and explode. You do see Xatu's burn become healed as the bubbles connect while it takes damage. However, as the turn turns over back to the opponents, Xatu holds the orb and becomes burned once again. I'm assuming you don't have any bonus actions.
I do. I could do an Elodie's party time, but I'll probably just hold on to those for now.
If you did, they would still be burned because it procs at the end of the round.
Gotcha.
I could do an evasive stance, but I don't know if it's worth it because I feel like all of these are going to be saving throws, not rolls to hit.
Psychic's a roll to hit.
Psychic's a roll to hit?
Yep.
That's the only thing we've seen it do?
Yep.
I swear to God, if you bamboozle me. Sure, I'll evasive stance the Xatu.
Okay.
Diana will.
Understood. It's their turn yet again. Xatu will lock eyes with Diana the Gyarados in a sense of like anticipation and seemingly does nothing at all. Indeedee will use a move where it extends its hands and it shoots sparkles out of its body. Elodie would recognize this, in fact, as a dazzling gleam. Both Diana and Primarina will need to make a Con save. It is different flavor because it is not from cabbage. DC 16 con.
And I get advantage on that because of my assault vest.
That is correct.
I have failed.
Okay. By how much?
I got a dirty 20.
I got a 7.
Okay. You got a dirty 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
So not a natural 20, so I didn't crit it, but...
Rolling damage.
Is resisted, right?
Fairy does not resist fairy.
No. Nope. Okay, never mind.
I'm
a silly.
Indeed, he is largely support Pokemon, so you Primarina is going to take 10 points of fairy type damage, and Gyarados Diana will take 5 points of fairy type damage.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
The standard Dazzling Gleam doesn't come with a blind effect. I forgot that was just cabbage, so no other effect here. Xatu seemingly doing nothing. It is now Team Togekiss's turn.
Do you think we can knock out this Xatu before it uses Future Sight, I'm guessing? I don't know.
Oh, is that what it did? It just didn't...
It's just looking at Diana.
Okay, if it's cast, then it's already... Yeah, it's already cast.
Right. So
Fun mechanic in the game, depending on what generation, it routes off the special attack of whatever's in that slot whenever it lands. So if they switch to something that's even stronger than Xatu, the Future Sight would be even stronger.
Oh, gotcha.
I wonder... Usually in VGC, general game plan is to bop the support, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, we should focus our efforts on the Indeedee before it gets out of hand.
Sure.
I don't want to Hyper Beam just yet. I think I'll Hydro Pump the Indeedee.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, roll.
We're going to Amphad this Xatu.
They're making a deck save?
They are making a DC 17 deck save, yes.
Okay. Indeedee gets a natural 19. We'll be passing.
Okay. They just take half as much on success.
Yes.
Half of 29. So 14?
14
Since we're rounding down?
Yeah. 14 points of water type damage as Indeedee gets barraged with the torrent of water from Diana's mouth. Seemingly taking it pretty well. This is a pretty hardy Pokemon. Very good. Primarina.
Okay. So I only have 3 Sparkling Arias left. I can keep doing that. Or I could switch to like Disarming Voice or Hyper Voice.
I kind of want to Amphad the Xatu.
What does Amphad mean?
All my friends are dead. Just ignore it and focus on the partner.
That's totally fair, right? Because if we get rid of all of What's His Nuts Pokemon, then like we're only facing down 1. And that's...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think all your moves are spread though, aren't they?
The
Disarming Voice spreads?
Yeah, it's any creature in range. So yeah, okay. they're all spread anyways.
I'll let you decide what you want to do.
I might as well.
To be fair, okay.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I just want to throw out there. I think the quote unquote greater reward or whatever is a bait. I think if you need to switch Pokemon, you can go ahead and switch Pokemon.
If I switch to Cabbage, I can get rid of the Psychic Terrain.
This is true. Does Cabbage have a single target attack, or is it still just Dazzling Gleam?
I do have Mystical Fire. But I mean, Indeedee's. I mean, I guess Indeedee is doing damage, but that would make it so that their rolls are at disadvantage. But other than that, yeah. I mean, I can decorate you too.
This is true. You can make Diana a bigger gun.
That could be fun. Do we want to switch?
That's just a suggestion. Yeah, I will let you make the decision, but that is my 2 cents.
If I switch, I won't be able to move this turn, right?
Correct, I think.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'll switch to Cabbage.
Okay. You use your action to switch over to Cabbage. Very good. You recall Bubblegum, and Cabbage hits the field. You observe that Xatu kind of flinches in the sense that it was preparing an attack that it wanted to use, and it was unable to do so this turn for whatever reason. We're going to go back to the top of initiative with now Cabbage and Diana on the field. Very good. The Psychic Terrain is still Psychic Terraining for sure. Indeedee is going to simply let off another Dazzling Gleam, requesting a DC 16 con save against Cabbage and Diana.
I got a 13. I'm really rolling really poorly on my saves today.
I got a 14. So
okay, so they both fail, and they both take a neutral 20 points of Fairy type damage. A pretty good hit coming out of Indeedee. Pretty sizable. Xatu. Sorry.
Just saying, I'm still as confused as hell what the Xatu is doing.
Yeah. In fact, Xatu is going to prepare the same action as before. It will use a move, and it looks intensely on Cabbage this time.
I feel like it's like... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That'll be it.
Did they change Future Sight to be like Focus Punch? Or it's a concentration-based thing? Maybe that's it. Have we used Future Sight? Do we know that? Does Garby have Future Sight?
He does on Lasagna.
Okay.
Has he used it around us? Like, would we be able to recall how it works?
Yeah, you would have to probably roll a history, consume a bonus action if you want to know that for sure.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
With your Dirty 20 and your recollection of Lasagna, the Hoenn Crystal using Future Sight, this is not Future Sight.
Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's concentration based, yeah. But we didn't hit it last turn, though.
Maybe that's what it is. It's waiting for us to hit it. Maybe it's like, what's it called? The one that reflects back.
Mirror Coat?
Mirror Coat. But that doesn't, because it's focusing on one of us.
Yeah.
Does Zatu even get Mirror Coat? I guess it doesn't really matter. This is make-believe. Anything can happen.
Yeah. I'm looking at its level up moves and I don't see it. I might get it as like an egg move or a TM.
It's certainly doing something. Move. And remember, it is still burned also.
I will say, if I Misty Terrain, nothing can get any new status conditions.
That is true.
Right.
So if it's trying to like transfer its burn to you, then we're good. Right?
Well, I won't answer that.
No, because
Diana's flying, yeah.
You're flying. Fuck. Never mind.
I think still getting rid of the terrain would be good because the psychic moves won't be boosted.
Mm-hmm.
If I get burned from that, that's fine. Usually burn is just physical, and Diana is the big laser launching snake.
Oh, true. It's not like the games where you're like a physical attacker.
Yeah.
I can say just to get out of the way that I'll use Misty Terrain this turn.
Okay. If that's what we're doing, then I will Thunderbolt the Zatu.
Okay.
Just get rid of its shenanigans.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with whatever the frick it's doing.
I feel like it's a mistake, but I am also afraid. Does a dirty 19 hit the Zatu?
A dirty 19? Yes, totally.
Yeah. 54 points of electric damage?
Holy moly.
Get him out of here.
Zatu will in fact be knocked out by this Thunderbolt as a huge over reduction of HP. He had 4 remaining, so Zatu, if you didn't KO him here, he would have fainted to the burn of the Flame Orb. That being said, you don't get to see the attack go off, and as a DM, I will spoil it. He was attempting to use me first. He would have to be targeted by one of you, and then he would use the move before you use it. But that isn't what happened. So instead, you just get the KO. Congratulations.
Nice.
This is double battles.
Fucking burned.
So Cabbage.
It had to be Psycho Shift. Okay.
Cabbage's only possible target is going to be Indeedee for the time being. The new Pokemon will be sent out at the end of the turn.
Oh, I Misty Terrained, so.
Yeah, they Misty Terrained first. Yeah.
That's right. And that is gone. You know, it was probably a good idea to do so because Rosie sends out one more Pokemon. It is a bipedal humanoid-looking Pokemon that is clad in red and yellow armor. This is, in fact, a Armarouge hitting the field. Hitting a field that is not so comfortable with. Not a Psychic Terrain one, but a Misty Terrain one. So, congratulations on that.
I fucking called it.
Let's go, bitch.
That being said, it is Armarouge and Indeedee's turn. Indeedee will turn over to Armarouge and offer a helping hand, aiding it in its next attack roll. Armarouge will clasp its hands together and charge a blast between its hands. This is, in fact, an armor cannon and is aimed straight for Cabbage. Cabbage has to make a DC 17 Dex save, please.
You got it. Man, these guys really hate me, huh?
They're doing the VGC thing. Bop the support.
No, it's fair. It's fair. I got a 6. Once again, I'm rolling horribly on my saves today.
Cabbage takes 43 points of fire type damage as she is fully blasted by an armor cannon. Just an incredibly hot blast from this Armarouge. And Armarouge looks like for its next turn, it may in fact be harder to hit as after it fires the blast, some of the armor falls off of its body and its defenses have been lowered. And that will be their turn. Over to you.
Cool. What's everything that Cabbage has?
Misty Terrain, Mystical Fire, Dazzling Gleam, and Decorate. So either I can decorate you. I could always Ancestral Fey Magic, which is super fun. I could either decorate you, or I could switch back to Prim, and so we could get some super effective damage on Armor Rouge, because I think Dazzling Gleam is going to be resisted. Or if we're just trying to focus on Ndidi for now.
I think if we decorate into Hydro Pump, we can just blast this fucker right now.
For sure. That sounds like a deal. I will decorate Diana.
Hell yeah.
As a reaction...
what the fuck?
No! Don't tell me the Ndidi has followed me!
Ndidi
Oh no!
uses follow
Absolutely
me.
has followed me.
No!
Which is in fact reaction based, and you will in fact be decorating. Ndidi, please remind me what decorate does.
Ah, frick. I'm going to fling some Fey creaminess onto Ndidi, making attacks with advantage and imposing disadvantage onto damaging DC saves, and also upgrading all of their damage dice rolls by 1.
Delightful. Ndidi is overjoyed by this and is very grateful that by waggling her finger, she gets a damage boost. Thank you so much.
So that's a reaction. Is that only for one move?
It's a reaction. Oh, hold on. It is a save. So we have to let Cabbage make the save. I did forget that. It's not automatic. DC 13 charisma. Actually, Cabbage can probably do this.
Let's go, Cabbage. Dude, 7.
Oh, yep. It does in fact happen. Ndidi does get decorated.
This dice is going in jail.
Okay. But it only followed me the decorate, right?
Correct.
I'm still blasting the fuck out of this armor. They need to make a dex check.
Yeah, they get one
DC
reaction
17.
per turn. So, DC 17 armor Rouge with a Hydro Pump. Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
They have disadvantage because of their armor cannon.
Yep.
Natural 4, they will be taking full damage.
Hell yeah. That's super effective.
Go.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Flat 50. Looks like. Am I doing that math right? 66. Yeah, I did 12d6 plus 10. Yep. Flat 50.
50 points of water type damage.
And they are also knocked prone and blasted 15 feet behind them.
Holy moly. Yeah. Armor Rouge loses a significant portion of its health as it gets blasted back once again into the wall of the beach sunset scene and slides down onto the ground. Very impressive. Ndidi looks very worried and scared, but also very empowered. And in fact, unless you have any bonus actions, it will be Ndidi's turn.
I'll evasive stance, the Ndidi.
Okay. What was that, Elodie?
I was gonna say, would you like an Ancestral Fey Magic or a Elodie's Party Time?
Okay, I'm just gonna say, canonically, Schmidt does not like the Ancestral Fey Magic. The randomness of it gives him anxiety. But
Understandable.
If you choose to do it, Schmidt will not fight it.
Could this battle use a little chaos? I feel like it could. Just for fun. Just because that turn was a little crazy.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's find out what happens.
Okay.
Oh, I dropped one.
Cabbage powering up, calling upon the playful, whimsical powers of the ancients, of the arcane fairy types.
I got a 46, which I believe we have rolled before. Which is within 30 feet, all humans gain the levitate ability and can float 10 feet above the ground. So not super helpful.
But yeah, that is one that we have rolled before. Thank you, Cabbage, very much for that. Yeah, all of the humans in this room just begin to float. Interestingly, Rosie and Genilis take no note of this. They don't care. It's almost as if they've done this before. How Schmidt and Elodie react to it is up to them. Thank you,
Schmidt
Cabbage.
will kind of like flap his arms like a bird.
He would.
Like, oh my God.
See, now you're in your element.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's really fantastic. Yeah, so you're all just floating in this room. It's pretty fun. Pretty good.
Schmidt gets like a little bit of a confidence boost from that. He's like, now I'm in my element.
Let's go.
It's also worth noting that the trainers don't benefit from misty terrain because they definitely were before.
So true. We can't get burned anymore or fall asleep.
Well, you can. Now.
We can.
Yeah,
we can now because we're floating above
never
the
mind.
terrain.
Let's make the other eyes go to sleep.
Yeah, now's your chance.
Put the trainers to sleep.
Yeah, good stuff.
If I roll a 19 or 20, I could paralyze them with a thunderbolt.
That may get you kicked out of the gym.
I think. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that violates the Geneva Convention.
Good for NRG grunts, not good for gym trainers. We will bring it back to their turn. Ndidi, feeling empowered, is going to roll a Dazzling Gleam and will impose disadvantage on you for your dex save. Please make a DC 16 dex save versus Dazzling Gleam.
I rolled well for once on both of them. 16?
Okay.
19.
Okay, you both save. And you will both be taking minimal damage as you take 13 points of fairy type damage as the Dazzling Gleam connects with both Diana and Cabbage. Armor Rouge will attack. Let's see. Armor Rouge will attack Diana this time, switching things up. Will focus on Diana with its mind and hold out one of its arms, and a column of psychic energy will appear and strike Diana with an expanding force. Please have Diana make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Okay. And I get advantage. Thank you, Assault Vest. I got a natural 20.
Okay, you take no damage whatsoever as Diana is completely unfazed by this expanding force. It is back to Team Togekiss.
Cool.
Okay. So, really, I mean, I don't want to risk decorating the Indeedee again, so really my only options here are Dazzling Gleam and switching to Prim. Or I could Mystical Fire the Indeedee. That could be good, because that will put its attacks back to neutral.
Cancel it back out, yeah. The decorate.
Right.
We could just choose to just obliterate this Indeedee right now. Oh, no. If we're Mystical Firing, we don't need to obliterate.
Right. So, like, I can just make it so that it doesn't quite do as much, and you can still focus down the Armor Rouge.
Yeah.
Up to you.
If it's going to start spamming, Follow Me.
Follow Me is a reaction.
Yeah.
It's a single reaction. Keep that in mind.
A single reaction. Yeah, but if you're doing Dazzling Gleam, it's not going to follow me that, and then it will, yeah.
Right. I target the Armor Rouge with Mystical Fire. No, just kidding.
Yeah, it might.
What if we went so crazy?
It's not weak armor. I think we've learned. Because that did not happen whenever I hit it.
Yeah, it did. It did weak armor. When it attacked. Oh wait, no, that was when it.
That was
attacked.
Armor
Never
cannon
mind.
drop.
You're right.
Yeah.
Never mind. So yeah, you're right. It's probably flash fire.
Confirmed flash fire. Yeah.
I think weak armor only
we're
procs
really not
on
doing that.
contact moves, right?
I thought it was anytime you got hit. I'm doing research. Physical attacks. Okay. So Hydro Pump wouldn't have.
So we don't know for sure, but I don't think it's worth risking.
Yeah, it's still Hydro Pump's getting redirected anyways. If you want, I'm trying to be very careful not to tell you what to do. But switching to Prim and having those spread water moves could help a lot in the situation, and I could just blast this Indeedee.
Yeah, for sure. I can totally do that if we're trying to focus it down. I'm down for that. I mean, this is teamwork. I'm good to take advice and work together. Yeah, I will switch to Bubblegum.
Okay. Another swap. Using her action, Elodie will recall Cabbage and send out Bubblegum. Is Cabbage going to the Pokeball or just going to the sidelines?
You can just go to the sidelines.
Join the cheer squad.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, Cabbage will just hop back, and then Primarina will return.
I like to imagine it's like a really long kind of, because Alchemy's got to like hop a little bit, you know?
Yeah, it's a little bit
so
of a
everybody's just kind of waiting for Alchemy to just kind of blop.
No, that is exactly correct.
I will let you make my decision. Do you think I should Hydro Pump again, or can I Hyper Beam?
Ooh,
I'm
good question.
The fuck out of this Indeedee.
Yeah, I think honestly, a Hyper Beam goes crazy here.
Okay,
just to get rid
I
of
can't
it.
move next turn, but you would have the spread moves and hopefully be able to clean up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm blasting the fuck out of this Indeedee.
Okay.
DC 17 Dex check.
DC 17
Same Dex check, just higher damage die.
Indeedee gets a dirty 15. We'll be failing.
Nice. 30 flat? No, 35. I have a +5.
Okay, still not the greatest Hyper Beam, but it's it's something.
I rolled 70, 12, and I rolled 4, 2, 1, 2, 5.
Oh no!
Damn.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. Needless to say, Indeedee does take a pretty sizable hit, however is not knocked out as Diana unleashes a Hyper Beam from her mouth and is apparently exhausted after doing so. I don't know if she has bonus actions, but she can still do those. I believe. What is the flavor text? Is it nothing, or is it just no actions?
May take no actions on their next turn.
Right. Okay. So
I guess I could still bonus action. The only thing I have is Evasive Stance.
Okay.
I'll Evasive Stance the Armor Rouge.
Okay. Very good. I guess that's your whole turn with the swap and the Hyper Beam. Indeedee will go for a Helping Hand. Clap, 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 clap. over on Armarouge. And Armarouge will charge a natural energy in its cannon and fire off an energy ball towards Primarina.
What the
Damn.
fuck?
Rolling to
Damn.
hit. A
Damn.
Quick Terra Poison.
dirty 28 to hit.
Can I baby dollize that?
You totally can. Now has disadvantage. That will be a 17 to hit.
That will still hit.
Okay. Rolling super effective grass type damage on an energy ball. Very high roll. 49 points of grass type damage.
Oh, no. I'm knocked out by 1.
Oh no. Primarina
This battle is going
falls
south
to
so
the
fast.
energy ball as Armarouge gets that boosted helping hand. Thank goodness Psychic Terrain isn't up, am I right? Elodie will have to make a free swap. Yeah, I know, but imagine if it was doing that much damage to both of you at once.
Yeah.
It would have been super effective.
I shouldn't have hyper beamed. Okay.
Sorry.
It's good. I wanted to do it.
I mean, I feel like just bringing back Cabbage. I know she can't do much this turn. Like, I mean, like the Mystical Fire option is still up, or Dazzling Gleam, just to try and keep getting this Indeedee out of here. I want to see if we can still do this with the least amount of Pokemon possible. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send Cabbage out.
Okay. Cabbage the Alcremie returns, hops slowly from the sidelines back into her spot in front of Elodie. Very good. How does Team Togekiss take their turn?
Diana is a sitting duck.
That is correct. How does
She's
Cabbage
ducking it.
take her turn?
The Indeedee didn't attack that turn, so it might be worth just to try and get the raw damage of the Dazzling Gleam. It also has the potential to blind them, which could be good.
That's true. Yeah, it does have that passive. And that's on both of them, right? Like they both have to roll for that?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, I think going for the Dazzling Gleam
Okay.
is the schmoove here.
What's the DC Charisma?
Yes, Charisma, and it is an 18.
Okay. Indeedee gets a dirty 19. Natural 19. Indeedee's crazy. Armarouge
Damn, Indeedee.
Armarouge gets a 7, but does resist. So I think they'll take
That's
the
true.
same damage. Oh, Cabbage's Dazzling Gleam was programmed so that it misses, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about taking damage on a fail.
Let's change that.
Okay.
Let's just do half.
So half damage on a fail?
Yep.
Okay.
So they'll take the same damage.
Okay. A decent roll. Also, what did the Armarouge get?
They failed. Oh, they got
But did they fail by 5 or more?
They got a 7.
So yes.
Okay.
So they are blinded.
Oof. Tough for a gunner.
And that will be 23 damage.
Oh, that's pretty good. Cabbage.
Yeah, I got 2 7s, which is nice.
Yeah. Pretty nice hit. Both these Mons looking pretty worn down. You love to see it. Anything else for Cabbage?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Very good. Well, we'll let it rip. Indeedee will fire off a Dazzling Gleam. Has advantage thanks to the decorate. Or no, wait. Does it have advantage? Yeah, it imposes disadvantage, right? So DC 16 dex from both of you. Con. And this is, in fact, its last Dazzling Gleam PP.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So is it just regular Assault Vest?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, I got
I
a
rolled a 5, so I don't
natural
think it matters.
1.
Cabbage gets
gosh.
crit. And then, what does Diana get?
5.
Okay. So,
They failed, yeah.
okay. Diana will take 22 points of fairy type damage. The decorate certainly helping out there. And hold on. Am I mathing this right? Yeah, I am. With the critical hit into Cabbage will take 46 points of fairy type damage. Getting utterly blasted by this Dazzling Gleam. Cabbage is still up, right? Cabbage is bulky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Cabbage is a bulky girl.
Okay. Armarouge's turn. Armarouge can't see. It's all sparkly in its eyes. Totally blinded from that last attack. Will fire off a fire blast. No, sorry. An armor cannon. Kinda towards Cabbage, but kinda willy-nilly. Cabbage will have an advantage to save on a DC 17. Sorry. Yes, DC 17 dex save.
DC 17 dex save. Got you. I got a 19.
19. With Armarouge's blind and the fact that this is like a bullet projectile, Cabbage will take no damage as the armor cannon blast goes wide and collides into the wall of the room. Going back to Team Togekiss, can they finish off this battle?
I believe.
We got 2 Pokemon to knock out.
We do. Because it's blinded, I believe we have advantage on attacks to Armarouge.
Should be.
So I mean they have disadvantage on saves.
Let me look exactly what I put in the rules channel because it's been a while.
It doesn't say that exactly. It just says attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yes, so that is how we will rule it.
Sorry, I don't know if I was just reading it off of what it says.
So it says that automatically fails an ability check that requires sight. I would include
True.
that to be a dex save. I may not, and charisma, it probably. Although charisma might not affect it at all flavor-wise. I think wisdom and intelligence it could still save on. I think if it's dex, it will just fail.
Okay.
Cool.
I will
Does that make
hydro
sense?
pump then.
I think that makes
Yep.
sense. Because if you can't see,
That makes
like
sense.
you can't dodge the hydro
Right.
pump. Okay.
I don't know where it's coming from.
Yes, exactly. So
The giant turret that's been in the same place the entire fight.
yeah. So looking outside the rules, I think just canonically that just makes more sense. So yeah, you will hit a hydro pump. I can roll to see if they crit fail if you want.
Sure. I did something wrong.
They do not
Okay.
crit fail. You may roll to hit. I will say it is possible to get a knockout here. Not guaranteed, but based on your last damage, it is possible.
If you don't, I can try and pick it up.
Okay, 55 points of damage.
55 is just enough to pick up the knockout on
Yeah.
Armarouge. Armarouge kind of, after being blinded, just falls to its knees and crumples to the ground and is recalled by Rosie. It is now just Indeedee. Can the battle get wrapped up?
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So do you think, because obviously if it survives this round, it's going to just go for an attack. Should I just mystical fire it? It probably will do less, but it will make sure that it doesn't, like if I hit it, it'll make sure that it doesn't hit this next one with advantage.
DM did reveal to us that was their last Dazzling Gleam PP.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't know if it might have other attacking moves. I don't know what else it has.
Hand. Yeah.
And Dazzling Gleam, right? What's his last move? We don't
The
know.
last move. That's the normally in VDC you'd run Protect, but I don't know if
That's funny if
That would
it doesn't
be.
have an attacking move.
it just spams
Should we roll-
Protect the rest of the fight.
Right? Do we want to just roll the dice and go for that Dazzling Gleam then?
Yeah, just get the damage on it.
Yeah, sure thing. I will Dazzling Gleam. So this is a charisma save.
Okay.
18.
Yep.
Indeedee rolls a natural 2.
Okay, so I will roll the damage for that. That will be full damage. What is
And
this?
before Indeedee uses Electro Drift on Diana.
13 plus 9 is 22. And then if this does not knock it out, it is blinded.
That is quite a bit of damage. Not quite knocking out Indeedee. Indeedee covers her eyes. She can't see very well. However, Genelus will, in fact, recall Indeedee and will say, I must resign. Indeedee has no attacking moves left, and you have won the battle.
Let's
We
fucking
did
go.
it!
It was getting Hyper Beam next turn.
It was going down regardless. But Dazzling Gleam was, in fact, its only remaining move, and it was done. So they will resign. They recall their Pokemon, and the scene of the beach changes back to the plain white room. Rosie and Genelus approach you, and they each hand you 60 Pokédollars based on your performance, and they will also heal your Pokemon's HP, not their PP. They will say, thank you for the thrilling battle. Due to the format of this gym and the nature of how we run these multi-battles, your next opponent will be the gym leaders, Tate and Liza. Are you ready?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Are we still floating?
If you want to be, up to Cabbage.
Let me read what it says if it says there's a limit. It does not say there's a limit.
At the end of the battle, I'll let you decide.
If you want to be, then yeah, I'm down to keep floating.
Yeah,
Kinda funny.
Schmidt's like, you know how like you see footage of people in like the Space Center where they're just kind of like floating around from spot to spot?
Yeah.
Schmidt's just kind of doing that whenever they say like, good job throwing battle. Schmidt just like gives him some finger guns.
Perfect.
Like as he's just kind of floating along.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Rosie and Genelis will give you a nod, and they will teleport away. And you are in this plain white room. Then after a moment, the room changes again, and you find yourself in a lush tropical jungle. There's a calming waterfall, and someone has clearly been stacking rocks. It is very peaceful. You hear bird Pokemon singing, and you feel like you could just take a nap or meditate or do something. Shortly after this image displays in the room around you comes two young adults. They have light skin and dark hair, dark features, and they are dressed very similarly in kind of robes, very, very traditional-looking robes. They seem very soft, something that you might wear if you were, in fact, meditating, taking some time. They introduce themselves, and they speak in unison. They say, "Hello and welcome. I am Tate," and then the woman says, "I am Liza. Welcome to the Mossdeep City Gym. Despite the league not recognizing our gym as having the potential of the highest level cap, many trainers in Hoenn believe that our gym is in fact the most difficult. That being said, we have some of the longest tenure, as we have started since we were only 5 years old. This was much at the same time where many of the Hoenn gyms had been started. Now, let us impress and amaze you with our psychic powers. This gym format will be a simple, all-out multi-battle, at least for now. So, intend to use all of your Pokemon. And without further ado, we may begin." As they say all this, the environment changes one more time. Rather than being in the lush tropical jungle, you find yourselves floating in space. The whole ground of the floor changes to resemble that of an asteroid or a comet. There's a stream behind it, and there's sparkling stars all over you, very bright throughout the intermittent darkness. And then among you see planets and nebulae and moons, and you are floating through the cosmos. As you may roll initiative, let's do this battle.
What'd you get, Elodie?
I got a 14.
Okay. I got a natural 1.
Well, I mean, once again, moving Tekken isn't the end of the world because we can decide what to use based on what they use.
They also got a 20 and a 2, so I think they'll still go first, but that's really funny that these such wide ranges. They will send out their Pokemon first. To start them off, Tate will send out a Pokemon that you recognize from the last gym challenge you did. It is a humanoid bipedal, mostly white, some green, kind of a knightly Pokemon. This is a Gallade. Liza sends out a very similar looking Pokemon, a regal one that you've seen before in Mossdeep City, wielded by Team NRG. This is a Gardevoir. They will be your first opponents. Who will you send out to combat them?
I'm thinking, I think either Cabbage or Bubblegum would make sense here. I don't want to subject Aubergine to a potential fighting attack from the Gallade. And being able to do like fairy type damage to it would be great. I'm leaning Cabbage because she's the one that can do more fairy type damage, which would be great against the Gallade. I was going to discuss with Schmidt, but I can just decide that we can start with Cabbage.
Sure.
That's fine.
Yeah. Would always be fun. We have Quacko and Blueberry watching on the sidelines. Hope they're learning a lot.
Indeed. They're taking notes. I've given Blueberry a little notebook.
How does Blueberry write? Just with its feet?
Yeah, I guess so. Or its beak.
I'm going to send out Pride.
Pride, the Dragonair, will hit the field. Let the battle begin. Tate's Gallade will go first, immediately starting the battle with a Psycho Cut, charging into Cabbage, with the cosmic scenery flashing by you as you are riding on a comet. It is quite dramatic and awe-inspiring to see something so realistic, but is so clearly impossible. Dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Rolling for psychic type damage, neutral psychic type damage. Psycho Cut will come in for only 17 points, quite a low roll, as Cabbage gets sliced by Gallade's blade arms and it hops back to be beside Gardevoir. Gardevoir will gaze upon Pride and do so in a kind of a charming, mysterious, and even seductive way. Please have Pride make a DC 14 Charisma save.
Gross. Charisma on Pride +1. Dirty 19.
Okay. Pride passes the attract. It is now team.
Oh,
Sorry?
I was looking at the wrong sheet.
Oh.
It's just a flat 18.
Okay. Pride will still
It's
pass.
still, yeah.
Very good. It is now Team Togekiss's turn. How will they follow up?
I am going to Choice Band lock into Iron Head on the Gardevoir.
Let's go.
All right, Iron Head is going to be the choice banded move, considering those stat changes that we mentioned earlier, which were, please remind me.
I forgot what we said, if it was add an extra die or upgrade the die. But it's that and double the damage bonus.
It's upgrade
I
the
think
die.
it's upgrade the die.
Yeah, upgrade the die.
So upgrade the die and double the damage bonus.
Correct.
So I'm doubling an upgraded die because it's super effective, right?
Correct, yeah. So
I still have to roll the hit first.
Correct.
16?
16 meets it, beats it. Very good.
Hell yeah. Okay.
You may, in fact,
now
roll
let's roll
super
this
effective
damage.
steel-type damage.
45 points of steel-type damage.
Pretty solid. As Pride the Dragonair, lent in late by Vince Winstraight, charges forward and smacks Gardevoir with its Iron Head, dealing 45 points of damage. Significant damage to Gardevoir to start off the battle. What will Cabbage do?
Good question. Okay, I could roll a Dazzling Gleam. I mean, it's going to do neutral into the Gardevoir and super effective into the Glade. Or if we want to try and reduce the Gardevoir's damage, I could go for a Mystical Fire into it. Or Decorate You. I've got so many options.
How many ops do you really have in stock?
How
1, 2,
many
3,
which?
4, 5 plus 5. That's Kendrick Lamar song. I'm sorry.
I was like, what?
That's a They Not Like Us.
Got you.
I will let you decide.
Yeah.
My game plan is very simple and straightforward.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I mean, neither of them get Follow Me, right? So we don't have to worry about that anymore, right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Is Mystical Fire all damage or just?
Huh?
Is Mystical Fire disadvantage on like all hits or just
any
saves?
roll it makes before the end of its next turn is rolled at disadvantage.
Okay, that on because the Galade's outputting some damage. I'm just
That's
more worried
true.
about the Galade damage than I am about
Oh.
the Gardevoir.
Sure, yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, let's do that. Let's Mystical Fire the Glade.
Okay. That's a roll to hit, I believe.
I will. Yes, you are correct.
Okay.
I will roll that. 15 to hit.
15 does not meet the armor class of Gallade.
Dang.
Very
Okay, so that will do
sorry.
nothing.
Yes. You have a bonus action if you wish.
I will give Schmidt and Pride, well, I guess just Pride, a Ellie's party time. So
Great.
that is a D8 you may use as you please.
Very
Okay.
good. Okay. And I believe that is it for Team Togekiss.
Can I Dragonair Evasive Stance the Galade?
Yes. So, Dragonair, Pride is ready to dodge attacks from Gallade if needed. Very good. Gardevoir will fire off a, charging from seemingly the environment from the cosmos around it, will fire off a fairy-type attack that is a Moonblast, this time into Pride. Rolling
Oh,
to
shit.
hit. Wow. The natural 2, dirty 11. I assume that won't hit.
Oh, no. Sorry. I thought you were doing math on damage. I was just like, oh, shit.
No. Mm-mm.
But no.
Pride
That's-
dodges.
Yeah.
Could have been a devastating attack, but simply has no effect. Also, something worth noting, Tate and Liza are simply not participating in this battle. They are in fact just sitting and meditating. Their eyes are closed. You get the sense that perhaps they are somehow instructing their Pokemon, but they are giving no physical investment. They are simply in the background. Gallade will turn to Gardevoir and kind of like flex its muscles, but also empower its mind, and will fire off a heal pulse towards Gardevoir, and attempting to keep her healthy, healing 24 points of damage. It is now Team Togekiss' turn.
Would you like a Decorate before you attack?
That's just advantage to hit, right? That's not affecting damage.
It is damage.
Yes, it will upgrade all of your damage dice rolls by 1. So, like, if it's a D12, it becomes a D10.
And that stacks with choice
D10
band.
becomes a D12. Yes,
Okay.
that will stack, I believe. Right?
Yeah, it'll stack with choice band.
That'll stack with Choice Band. That would be nice, but also a super effective fairy hit on this Galade would also be nice.
That's fair, yeah, just to get it out of the way so it doesn't heal pulse anymore.
Mm-hmm. That said, I think I still Ironhead the Gardevoir, since that's what I'm locked into at the moment.
Sure. Go ahead.
Do it.
Yep, I'll do that. There's a 19 on the die.
That will in fact hit.
Okay.
And you're saying it has an additional effect.
Yeah, it does.
It does. What is that effect?
Gardevoir flinches. Yeah,
That is correct.
Hell yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
fake out, just for clarity, fake out flinches are worthless. In battle flinches is that you lose your action. However, Gardevoir doesn't have any bonus actions. Spoiler. So it will in fact lose its next turn. How much damage is it?
38 plus 8. Help me with math. 44.
Yeah. Another sizable hit, bringing Gardevoir lower than from when she was heal pulsed. Very, very good.
I'm just going to go for that Dazzling Gleam.
Okay.
So that's a charisma save.
From both
18
of them.
18 for both of them.
18.
Yep.
Gallade crits. Fantastic. Gardevoir gets a 2. So full damage for Gardevoir. Gallade will dodge the effect entirely.
Well, not the intended effect, but potentially we could knock out Gardevoir here, so.
Yeah, Gardevoir is blinded and flinched. And let's see how much damage she takes.
Poor Gardevoir.
That was not a great roll. That will be 21 damage.
21, not as bad as you think, but it will in fact not knock out Gardevoir as she gets blasted by Cabbage's fairy lights and is unable to see for a moment, and additionally unable to act because the Iron Head has just shaken to her core. She will not be doing anything on this turn. Is Cabbage done? Sorry.
Yeah. We'll be done.
Okay, bonus
Can I
actions.
evasive stance? Yeah, evasive stance the Gallade.
Yes, absolutely. Gallade will, in fact, identify Pride as a threat and will go in with a Psycho Cut, rolling to hit.
At
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still a 7. No. Yeah, 17 to hit is the lower roll.
Yeah.
Rolling neutral damage. A low roll. 14 points of psychic type damage as Gallade slices into Pride's serpentine body with blades of psychic energy. And Gardevoir can't do anything. Back to Team Togekiss.
Sick.
Gallade is fully healthy, and Gardevoir looks not very good.
I still have the Elodie's party time, right?
You sure do.
And you additionally have an inspiration from your good night's sleep as well.
Okay.
It's a D10.
So we could potentially, like, kind of force our way into another Iron Head flinch.
Ooh, good
I'm thinking
idea.
That on Gallade, and then
Right.
hopefully Dazzling Gleam knocks out the Gardevoir.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Okay. Let me throw that roll out. I am Iron Heading. I rolled a 17, so I think we're guaranteed.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're guaranteed. Yeah.
23 to hit.
Yeah. That will, in fact,
And that
hit,
will
and it will,
flinch.
in fact, flinch. You can roll resisted damage.
I was about to say, that's resisted. It does not. It takes neutral from steel.
Okay. So, yeah.
Okay. 33? 33.
Okay. Sizable hit. 33 points of steel type damage into Gallade. Seemingly not making Gallade flinch particularly at all. Does not seem to mind the damage. One bit. Is feeling pretty healthy, unlike Gardevoir, his partner. Is that it for Team Togekiss, or did Cabbage not do anything?
Nope.
I have
Cabbage
not
got
moved
a-
yet.
Okay.
Get a
Cabbage.
big old
I was
death
going
button.
to dazzle the gleam.
Okay. Charisma saves coming from these guys. Gardevoir gets a 13. Gallade
That will fail.
gets something low with a natural 6.
Fabulous.
Full effect on both monsters. Roll your damage.
And super effective into
Gallade. That is correct.
Gallade.
Yes.
Fabulous. That was crazy. 2 1s, a 7, and an 8.
Huh.
26 into Gardevoir, and then 17 times 2 plus 9 is 43 into Gallade, right? We don't double the damage bonus?
Correct. A fantastic move. Good news for Cabbage. Gardevoir had exactly 26 HP remaining.
I'm crazy.
In fact, a
That
perfect...
Gardevoir was insane, by the way.
Yeah. Very
He took
scary.
2 Iron Heads and 2
Yeah.
Dazzling Gleams.
You can tell that these are some powerful Pokemon. As Gardevoir falls to her knee, and Liza, without moving her body at all, the Pokeball on its own recalls Gardevoir. Additionally, is Cabbage making any more actions? Or bonus actions?
Do I
I would
want
like
to...
to- Dragonair evasive stance. Well, no, I guess I don't need to evasive stance. Can I evasive stance a Pokemon that has not come out yet?
I'm going to say no. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think this is the only time in the campaign I'm just going to say no. I don't know.
Okay. That's fair. That's totally fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Cabbage doing anything?
No, I'm not going to do anything because if I want a party time, I can just do that next turn. So I'll be chilling.
Okay. After the Pokeball returns Gardevoir, a different Pokemon takes its place. A very playful, happy-looking Pokemon, which seems to be a vaguely humanoid shape in what looks to be a glob of psychic jello. It has various kind of cellular parts inside of its body, as it has 2 massive limbs coming out of like a kind of a a vaguely humanoidish body, but almost looking like a baby, perhaps. In short, this Pokemon is a Reuniclus. Has taken Gardevoir's position. Additionally, when Reuniclus comes out, there's kind of like a pink visible psychic energy that emits from Liza and connects with Tate as they are simply just meditating. They are cross-legged and they have their hands in the air, and there's an energy flowing between them that it seems to be growing in power. Additionally, the comet that you are standing on is zooming through the cosmos even faster. It is now their turn. Reuniclus is going to keep it simple. Going to fire off a psychic into Cabbage this time, rolling to hit. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
That was not a good roll from Reuniclus hitting the field, not really showing anyone what he's made of. And Glade will flinch this turn. So, back to Team Togekiss. Off to a great start with this battle.
Let's go. We're crushing it, dog.
Contemplating a pivot.
Okay. 2.
Oh, shit. You know what we didn't do last game?
Huh.
Actually, you know what? I am going to pivot. I'm going to pivot out Pride into Diana. And one thing we forgot to do the first game is Diana has Intimidate.
We did forget that.
Oh,
Yep.
true.
The flavor says I may impose disadvantage on an attack roll to one creature that can see me.
Yeah.
I would like to do that on Gallade.
Okay. You will do that.
Fuck this Gallade in particular.
Yeah. Pride will become returned, and then Diana will return the impressive Gyarados. And Gallade is terrified at the vision of Diana. Her monstrous feature is scary to him, a psychic type, and he is scared of her. Very good. What will Cabbage do?
Oh, good question. Good question. I could decorate you just to like get that set up for next turn.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I think that would be a good idea to get that set up early, just so like all of your damage is just like mega. So yeah, let's do that. I will decorate you. Diana will have advantage on attacks, and damaging DC saves from opponents will have disadvantage, and also you will upgrade all of your damage dice rolls by 1.
Broken.
Very
Okay.
good. Love to see you decorate. Any bonus actions?
I'll evasive stance the Gallade.
Okay.
If you want to do the thing, I'm down to do the thing.
What's the thing?
The thing that makes me nervous.
Oh, an ancestral fey magic?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do it. Sometimes you just need a little ancestral fey magic to spice up the fight, man.
Yeah.
Upon the summoning of this power, you will stop levitating. You will gracefully fall, but you will fall back to the floor.
I believe that is a 10.
Have we done that before?
I don't see it.
We have not. Let's take a look. Okay. It's a pretty simple one. Cabbage uses Hyper Beam in the direction she is facing.
Let's go!
Wait. What direction
We'll
is
say,
Cabbage facing?
we'll say she's facing Gallade. That's how I'm picturing it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I think
Okay.
she would be facing forward. Yeah, I guess
her-
it's Glade, sure.
Yeah.
Well, her last target was the Decorate.
Yeah. No, it's
Oh.
fine. In the game, because we're doing game mechanics mostly, they turn and they do the hop, and they give the decorate, and then they turn back to face their opponent.
Turn back. Okay.
Right. I
So-
think that makes sense.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's fine. What is Cabbage's damage dice for decorate? Allow me to calculate that real quick.
You mean for Hyper Beam?
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Hyper Beam.
I can give you the formula I have, but I think that's based off Diana's
It'll
stats.
be different. For Cabbage, it is 4d12 plus 2 DC 15 deck save. So Gallade will attempt to save. Gets a 4, so you'll get full damage. So yeah, 4d12 plus 2.
And now Cabbage loses their turn next turn.
Oh, shoot, you're right. Well, good thing I decorated you.
That isn't a term of the Ancestral Fey magic.
Oh,
But that's how Hyper Beam works.
you just
Yeah.
get Hyper Beams for free?
It's just Hyper Beam.
Damn, okay. Broken. And then plus 2. So that'll be 24.
Okay. 24 points of Hyper Beam as seemingly out of nowhere, Cabbage just opens her mouth and fires off a Hyper Beam. Additionally terrifying Gallade after the Intimidate coming from
I was
Diana.
going to say Schmidt
we-
jumps to whenever that goes off.
Can we flavor the Hyper Beam from Cabbage as being just like full like fake creaminess? Like it's just like a ton of whipped cream just coming out of the can.
Yes, we won't make it fairy type, but we will make it just
Right.
cake goodies, basically. Just pelting Gallade, and he is quite disturbed by it. Excellent stuff. Really, really good stuff. This is what you love to see. Gallade will go. Gallade will fire off a Psycho Cut, I believe intimidated, so disadvantaged, correct?
Correct.
Into Cabbage. Rolling to hit. 18 to hit.
That will in fact hit.
Glade is very good at hitting. That is something in this game he is very good at doing.
But Gardevoir was bad at hitting on.
That's true.
Gross.
24 points of psychic damage into Cabbage. As Cabbage gets schling, sliced up with Glade's psychic slices. Reuniclus will do very much the same thing, targeting Cabbage, the mysterious creature who could just do a Hyper Beam out of nowhere. Rolling to hit a psychic. Does a 16 hit. 19. Upside down die. 19 should hit.
Yeah, I mean, 16 meets, so it was going to hit either way.
Okay. Pretty solid roll. 32 points of psychic type damage as Cabbage gets blasted with mental psychic energy. Tate and Liza speak in unison while they're meditating. They say, "Do not underestimate our powers." It is now your turn.
I lock eyes with Schmidt.
Okay.
I want to try and also say the same thing at the same time.
Good luck.
Oh. Okay. Don't
underestimate
the power of ducks.
Ducks.
You're not even using Quacko. Roll a unity roll with a d6, please.
I got a 5.
I got the same roll. Okay, I got a 6.
Okay, so yeah, pretty convincing. Pretty good job, guys. That was Tate and Liza don't really care, but it was cool. So
Oh yeah.
between the two of you feel invigorated, so keep up the good work.
We should start an improv group after this.
So true.
Okay. Let's get to blasting. It's Reuniclus and Glade.
Yep. Galade's taking some damage. Reuniclus has not.
We haven't seen Lunatone or Solrock yet, which are usually their aces.
Correct.
Which makes me think this is going to be a full 6v6. I'm down to go for what we suggested last time and just fully target down the one slot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. End of that thought process. Opinions? Concerns?
Yes.
Fun facts?
Fun fact. Did you know that cashews come from a fruit?
I think I did know that.
Yeah, I'm down to do that. So would that be Liza's then? Reuniclus?
Yeah, the Reuniclus. Yeah.
Yeah, down for that, for sure.
I'm not going to make the same mistake of last time. I am just going to regular Hydro Pump the Reuniclus.
Okay. They will make a deck save.
Yes.
That will be disadvantage because of Decorate.
Oh, that imposes disadvantage? That's right. I did write that move.
Yes.
Well, they get a 9.
Cool. Well, that's a failure. And they're knocked prone and blasted back 15 feet. And that's an upgrade on the die as well.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh god. We really fucking set up, didn't we? Not too crazy. 39 points of water damage.
Okay. Still a nice hit. This Pokemon seems like it did experience pain, but it also seems like this is a really healthy Pokemon. It seems very durable. What is Cabbage doing?
Okay, so again, the most damage I can do is with Dazzling Gleam, but I really doubt that would knock it out this turn. So I could Mystical Fire to get some less damage from it. I could try that. I don't know. I'm more confident in a Dazzling Gleam hit, but I believe I am down to only a couple Dazzling Gleams left. So
Gotcha. We have a fighting type in front of us, right?
Right. So I mean, it makes sense to just go for it.
Now would be the time to
right.
To
yeah,
blast
that's fair.
it.
Let's do it.
Charisma saves.
DC. Yep. DC 18 Charisma saves.
Glade fails. Reuniclus.
No.
Also fails. A 2 and a 4.
By how much?
A lot.
Then they're both blind.
Yeah, that is true. Let's see the damage.
Okay, so 47 to Glade and 28 to Reuniclus.
Fantastic damage.
Fantastic.
As the fairy lights emerge from Cabbage's body, they pelt into both of these psychotype creatures and blind them. Glade is taking deep breaths and it seems to be largely unfocused, and Reuniclus is smiling and is just happy to be around. Any bonus actions from the two of you?
As always, evasive stance. The Glade.
Okay, very good. Speaking of Glade will charge forward, probably with just its best move, which is Psycho Cut. It is, in fact, going to target into Diana, who it perceives as a bigger threat, but I believe it has disadvantage because of evasive stance, correct?
It does.
Okay. 22 to hit and 18 to hit. I think those both hit.
Yes.
Okay. Rolling. Not getting anywhere near the crit range, but it would be helpful since it has boosted crit on that move. Anyways, low roll, 22 points of psychic type damage into Diana.
Nice.
Reuniclus will go "Whoa!" and waves its arms, and all of the tiles in the room kind of like flash, and it appears that the defensive properties of Pokemon will be changed for 10 turns as Reuniclus uses Wonder Room. What this does specifically, just so that you know, because it kind of affects everyone, is that any move that requests a wisdom save becomes a con save instead, and con saves become wisdom saves. I don't think the Pokemon you have out attack like that, but something to keep in mind. It is now Team Togekiss's turn.
That was interesting.
Cool. I have a funny idea.
I love funny ideas.
I want to use Hyper Beam.
Understandable.
The funny part about it is it's Decorate boosted.
Indeed.
So its normal damage formula is 70-12.
Mm-hmm.
So would that mean it's now 70-20?
Yeah, 12 goes to 20, yes.
Okay. That's really fucking funny.
Let's get this frickin' Reuniclus out of here.
You think you should do it and forfeit the turn next turn?
I mean, how's Diana looking in general? She chilling?
Pretty healthy, yeah.
Okay. I think that's fine.
A little over, I'd say about 3/4 HP, yeah.
I think that's fine then.
Okay.
Reuniclus is a very healthy Pokemon. I don't want you to get too excited about knocking it out. It is. I think it's possible based on that roll, but keep that in mind.
Well, we'll see. This is a very funny move. At first they need to make a DC 17 Dexterity save.
Okay, that is not affected by Wonder Room. They will get a natural 19. They will pass.
Okay, so they take half damage.
Yeah.
From whatever I roll. 63 points of normal type damage.
Nice. Yeah. Diana looses a mighty Hyper Beam, and it seems Reuniclus anticipated it and holds its giant jello fists in front of its face to tank the blow, but it's so powerful that Reuniclus still gets knocked back and still takes a huge amount of damage despite saving against the attack.
That's... no, wait. That's... They take half damage on save.
Oh. Okay.
So 63... 31. They take 31.
Okay. Still, a pretty sizable hit as Reuniclus gets hyper beamed. What will Cabbage do?
I believe I have one less Dazzling Gleam. Should we send it?
Full send, let's go.
Full send. DC 18 Charisma.
Gallade 14. Reuniclus 8.
Alrighty. Reuniclus will be blinded.
Okay.
Is blind just one turn, or is it like continuous thing?
It says in this one it'll only be for one turn. For one round.
Okay.
It depends on the cause. Yeah, that's a turn.
Gotcha.
So 39 into Gallade and 15 plus 9. 24 into Reuniclus.
Okay. Pretty good stuff. Reuniclus starting after the Hyper Beam followed by the Dazzling Gleam that blinded it. It's just not looking great. Gallade takes a knee and it in fact falls on its face and is recalled as it is knocked out. And I believe that's... Are you taking any bonus actions?
No, that would be all for me.
Okay. The psychic bond that is visible between Tate and Liza is becoming seriously powerful now. There's like an energy coursing between them and around the room and just like all over the cosmos. Just like they're really powering up in a way that is frankly frightening. Additionally, what is also frightening is Tate's next Pokemon. He sends out a quadrupedal robotic machination with an X on its face made out of steel. This is in fact a Metagross entering the battle.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. So the opponents now are a full health Metagross and a mostly low health Reuniclus. Tate and Liza, while they looked peaceful and meditative originally, their brows are now furrowed, but they're still not participating in the battle. But they are doing something, and it seems that whatever they're doing may happen soon. It is their turn. That's right. Reuniclus is blinded, is going to roll a disadvantage psychic into Diana. Just going to try and make things happen. 21 is the first one, and 19 is the second one. So 19 should hit.
That does connect.
Okay. Using the power of its mind rather than its eyes, Reuniclus fires off a psychic pulse to hit Diana. dealing, a high roll, 31 points of psychic type damage. Metagross, having just arrived, is going to do the thing that Metagross would absolutely do, which is raise its giant fist and smash it into Cabbage with a Meteor Mash, rolling to hit.
Cabbage, no.
A low roll. Does a 13 hit?
No, it does not.
Cabbage squishes out of the way as the fist impacts, and it on the comet's surface below you, it looks like it leaves a visible impact. And Metagross kind of hovers around, looking to try to get a better angle onto Cabbage to hit it next time. However, it is now Team Togekiss's turn.
Okay.
I cannot take a turn
Okay.
from the Hyper Beam.
Right.
I don't have much that can hit this Metagross. It resists most everything that I have.
So, Cabbage does have Mystical Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could swap in Lipard. Lipard is not as powerful as Cabbage, but like I said, I do have Feint Attack. Like, that would do about as much as a resisted Dazzling Gleam, but I mean, I can't use Dazzling Gleam anymore. Anyways, Cabbage is pretty hardy. I'm okay with keeping her in and going for this Mystical Fire. I could swap to Aubergine, and like you said, we could just try and really focus down this Reuniclus.
I like the Mystical Fire play.
Yeah.
Not really for
I think that's a
damage,
good
but more
idea.
for the damage reduction. Yeah.
Right. Onto the Metagross.
Yep.
Okay. Can I... Would it be legal to Elodie's party time Cabbage?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Why not?
All right. I will then do this Mystical Fire. Oh, okay, I don't need it. 24 to hit.
That will in fact hit Metagross. You can roll super effective fire type damage.
Fabulous. I will do 32 damage, and any roll it makes before the end of its next turn is rolled at disadvantage.
Incredible stuff happening there. As Cabbage looses a fairy-like will-o-wisp as it connects with Metagross, it deals significant damage and reduces its ability to make its next attack. Very good stuff. It is now back to Tate and Liza's turn. Reuniclus going to do what it does best and is going to focus a Psychic into Diana, rolling to hit. 23 to hit.
Yep.
These mons pretty consistently putting out damage. Pretty high roll, 34 points of Psychic type damage into Diana.
Jeez.
Not letting up. Reuniclus is just kind of a tank, just sits there and blasts. That being said, its HP doesn't look great. Metagross has just been dancing around Cabbage, took a Mystical Fire, but is still going to try the Meteor Mash attempt, rolling with disadvantage to hit Meteor Mash. 18. And,
Yep, that'll hit.
18 and 28 were the rolls. So.
Oh, yeah. No, that'll hit.
18 will hit incoming super effective Meteor Mash. Pretty mid-range roll. It's going to be 49 points of steel type damage.
All right.
Is Cabbage still up?
Yep. She be chillin'.
Excellent.
Probably can't take another one, but she be chillin'.
These Pokemon don't take any bonus actions. However, the energy between Tate and Liza has grown incredibly powerful, and pulses of pink psychic energy begin flashing through the room. It actually disorients Schmidt and Elodie. Their eyes, their vision becomes a cloudy pink, and for a moment it feels like they lose consciousness. When they return to consciousness, it feels like they feel unusual in their bodies. They feel different. They gauge their clothing and they look at their hands and they realize that they have actually switched their minds. For the next 3 turns, I need you to trade character sheets.
This is crazy.
Whatever sheets you have, I'm not worried about trainers right now, but send over your Pokemon sheets, and for a little bit, you will be commanding each other's Pokemon. Of course, you can discuss, but as far as giving commands, you will experience penalties from Tate and Liza if you give outright actions or recommendations for Pokemon that you are used to having. So take a moment and make that exchange. So,
do we need to trade actual character sheets too?
I don't think the trainers matter. We'll see if they come up. It probably won't.
I mean, you know what?
And stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I can send you Elodie's if you want, but I think you know what Elodie's party time does if you wanted to do something like that. Where did that get
It's fun.
saved?
Let's just do the full switch. It's fun.
Copy.
So I will continue to address you as Schmidt and Elodie, but keep in mind that Jacob is playing Elodie and Grace is playing Schmidt.
Holy shit.
You can metagame like who wants to go first. That's fine.
What the fuck do we do? Do we have like a Freaky Friday moment where we like realize what's going on?
Yeah, you can RP that if you want.
Elodie's just gonna point at Schmidt and be like, you, what? Huh? What?
Schmidt's just like, this is strange.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is this... So, like, Elodie doesn't have an arm.
Oh, true. I'm like, where's the arm?
Yeah. Good stuff.
Do I know how to pilot the steel arm?
Yeah,
I think it's
well
pretty
enough.
intuitive, yeah.
Yeah, like muscle memory, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So we have Diana the Gyarados and Cabbage the Alcremie. You could make swaps. What are you doing? You're staring down Metagross and Reuniclus. Reuniclus has taken a lot of damage. Metagross has taken a little.
Pride is at full health?
Pride is at full health.
Okay.
Pride did not take any damage.
You would have to switch into Pred.
Yeah, we kind of cheesed
know,
some
I know.
flinches to let that happen.
I was going to say, I was like, he was out. I was unsure if he took any damage, but that makes sense. They were targeting me down because they're crazy. They're smart guys. What was the plan? We had like a plan in place before this.
I don't think we did have a plan.
You
Maybe
were
not.
kind of just going
Well,
for it.
we were
Yeah.
our plan that we were discussing was to target down the Reuniclus,
Right.
but we've kind of fallen off of that because it's so tanky.
You can use a bonus action to roll for like if you can get HP percentages, but that will consume a bonus action.
If they do have their aces that they have in their game, like Lunatone and Solrock, it would be nice to save some Hydro Pumps for that.
Right. That's what I was thinking. That's same with Bubblegum.
Right.
You have like a
Saving
lot
her
of
for
water
that.
damage on there. Yeah.
Right.
I'm thinking about shoving out to Aubergine here.
That would be a good idea. You could get a fake out off next turn.
This is true.
Possibly.
Fake tears into Diana doing shit, but Diana's also kind of hurting right now.
Yeah, she probably can't take too much more.
Can Cabbage heal?
Cabbage
Healing
can.
Kiss?
Healing Kiss. Yeah, it's in the top right.
As an action,
The abilities.
Cabbage can use Draining Kiss on an ally. Damage roll recalculated as HP restored. Do you have the HP formula for Healing
It's
Kiss?
in the box below. It's 46
Oh.
plus 9.
46 plus 9. Okay. And you did update Cabbage's HP numbers. Okay, 47. Okay.
Yeah, she can't take much more either, so I don't know if switching out of her... I mean, switching out of her is fine, like, if we want her to come back later and do some stuff, but if you just want to sack her...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is stack. And
Understandable.
get the healing off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Healing Kiss angle
Healing Kiss, yeah.
into Diana.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Elodie will give the command for Cabbage to heal. Makes you wonder, is it selfish from Schmidt's old mind to want to do such a thing? Who knows?
Heal his own Pokemon?
Yeah. Now's my chance. I could
No,
finally be a good support.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
Plus 9. Flat 30 on
All right.
Diana.
So
30?
Grace,
Nice.
please update that.
Yep, I got you. I'm gonna open my VGC brain and give a read that the Metagross is probably gonna go for Cabbage, so I probably don't need my bonus action to evasive stance that, and I think Reuniclus does saves, right? So
Psychic's a roll to hit, right?
Yes.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never
I
mind
was in
then.
Psychic and Wonder Room.
Okay, never mind then. Because I was gonna say maybe I can use my bonus action to figure out what HP they're at to figure out who I should target down.
Is that point of inspiration that we got for the staying at the nice hotel room, is that character specific or player specific?
That's...
I think we both have one.
You both
but
have one. We'll say it's character specific, so you can consume
Okay.
your partners if you wish.
Just throwing it out
That's
there.
funny.
Twister has a
Yeah.
pretty low chance to flinch, and you could kind of cheese
Yeah.
that again if that's what you wanted to do.
True, I can do that. Yeah, that's. I was thinking of going for Twister anyway. It's just who do I want to go into? Probably. I mean, if we do want to keep Cabbage around longer, Metagross would probably be the better idea to make it flinch.
It is going to be a resisted hit on Metagross.
Oh right, yeah, Steel.
And we did still have the game plan of
Yeah,
trying
not
to
getting
target
down.
down the
Yeah.
one slot. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good reminder. I will twist her into the Reuniclus. Let me roll that. All right. Didn't even need it. That's doing maths. 27.
27 will definitely hit. Very good.
It was a natural 18, so it will also flinch.
Okay. Let's see the damage.
That will be a 16 damage.
16 points of dragon-type damage as Schmidt gives the command for Diana to whip up a twister. Spinning Reuniclus around and disorienting it will be unable to attack on its next turn. Very good. And that's Cabbage's action. Any bonus actions? Schmidt could roll Ancestral Fey Magic if there's still power for it.
We've only done 2, right?
Yeah, I think there's one more.
There's one left.
If you want to do it.
I think Schmidt... I think in character Schmidt is afraid right now.
Okay.
That's fair, yeah. I wonder if the Ancestral Fey Magic would be more Schmidt flavored. That'd be funny.
We wouldn't know unless we did it.
Yeah, unfortunately. Makes sense that he wouldn't know. Understandable.
Okay. Moving on then. Reuniclus doing nothing this turn. Still recuperating from the twister that was being placed in. You may have guessed correctly. Metagross is going to continue to Meteor Mash into Cabbage, making the attempt, rolling to hit. Is very likely to, but it rolled a 13. I think that misses.
That does miss.
That will miss.
Yeah. Cabbage, once again, dodging out of the way. Steel versus Fairy, but Steel can't just can't get a hit. Tate and Liza are rendered completely useless this turn. Back to Team Togekiss.
Nicely done, partner. Nicely done, Elodie.
Good stuff.
This is weird.
What will they do?
I think the idea that like Schmidt is freaking out and Elodie's just starting to have fun with it. What to do? I could run it back.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that was
I think
I didn't do the increased dice or the advantage. Oh well.
Oh, for
it's a lot to keep
for
track
decorate.
It's fine. Yeah,
it's
for
fine.
the decorate. I think we both just
matter.
run it back. I think we heal up the turret, and the turret just keeps launching lasers.
Good idea. I like it.
All right, another healing kiss. So that is 24. Not as high of a roll.
Nice.
Very good.
This will heal to full. It doesn't go over, right?
No temp HP here.
No.
All right, healing kiss went through. Diana gonna let it rip. Grace, what do you think?
Yeah, we're gonna go for another twister.
Okay, roll to hit.
21 to hit.
That will hit Reuniclus. Please roll dragon type damage.
Now I will roll my d10s.
What was the die?
Natural was 12, so it will not flinch. Also, I don't think adding the inspiration would work because it's the natural roll, right?
You can add inspiration to anything, any number.
Yeah, it would increase the natural roll. Yeah, I did that with Elodie's party time, which is basically bardic inspiration, which is inspiration.
Oh, okay. So I can increase the natural roll from adding the d10?
Yeah, why not?
I think I've done that before, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, why not? That will add 4, so that will make it 16. So that will make it flinch.
Very good. Let's see the damage.
17.
17 is just enough to net the KO on Reuniclus, so the flinch doesn't even matter. Who would have thought? Reuniclus and its globulate little body kind of collapses on the ground. It stops floating, and Liza's Pokeball naturally recalls it without Liza making any sort of command. Liza sends out her last Pokemon. As she does so, the cosmos seems to change, and you find yourself outside a planet that resembles Jupiter and its many, many moons, as Liza sends out her ace Pokemon, Lunatone. It floats mysteriously, and you've all seen it before. You saw it floating around in Meteor Falls. It seems like this is quite a powerful Pokemon. It has an energy, a stoic energy to it that is quite intimidating. I forgot to check if there were any bonus actions from Team Togekiss.
Can I do a perception check to see how much percent Metagross has left?
Sure. Go for it.
We haven't been really hitting it, but...
I just wanted, it wasn't very good anyways.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. And your wisdom is +1, so that is a 5.
Yeah, you don't know. Not really sure. It took some damage.
Okay.
Anything for Elodie? Bonus actions?
Really, the only bonus action is... Oh, I forgot. Healing moves can be used as a bonus action. They just take an extra PP.
What I'm wanting to look for is Elodie's party time.
She's got 3 of those left. Sorry, that one's not updated.
Where is that on the sheet?
It's right above specialization on the right. I kind of ran out of places
gotcha.
to put things.
Yeah. At least party time with 3 and up. As a bonus action. Okay. Yeah. I will Elodie's party time the Gyarados.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Do you have any flavor for it? As like what Schmidt in Elodie's body would be like? Yeah, Diana. I like what would that look? You don't
what
have
does
to.
Elodie
But
do normally for party time? Like what is the invocation?
sometimes like cabbage makes a smell. Sometimes Elodie just says something nice.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just like a little cheerleading cheer.
You don't have to flavor it if you don't want. I'm just curious.
No, I want to. I'm just spacing on what to. Because Schmidt's definitely like not going to do a cheer.
A cabbage smell is always good, and you probably know what Diana likes.
Oh, cabbage is. That is true. No, this is hilarious. Okay. So, being a big sea serpent, right? I imagine it eats other fish. So, cabbage is just going to expel like a really strong fish smell, like in the entire arena.
That's awesome.
Just like when we caught grape juice.
Yeah, the stinky fish donuts.
Oh, there were stinky fish donuts.
Yeah.
I forgot about those.
No, it's quite stinky. It's definitely a scent to behold, but Diana loves it because Diana's from the sea and eats Magikarp and Feebas and Chinchou and whatever it can get its hands on. So, yeah, good stuff. A little inspiration for Diana. I'm assuming nothing.
Does the fish smell bother Tate and Liza?
They can make a roll against it. They're pretty powerful psychics, but yeah, they save. They're chilling.
Okay.
They're in their zone. Not a bad
Cool.
thought though. And Metagross and Lunatone both like don't really care and / don't really use a sense of smell. It is their turn. Metagross will use its last Meteor Mash PP to try and smack Cabbage. Rolling to hit. Dirty 20.
Manifesting a hit. Oh, dang.
Yeah, that is a hit.
Dirty 20 will in fact hit. Does the damage matter here, you think? Let's find out what it is.
I don't know what the range on that is.
Yeah. It is 42 points of steel type damage.
Cabbage hangs on.
She's living. She's
Nice.
crazy.
That's wild. A big metal claw smashes into Cabbage's body, and ow, it stings. Steel and fairy don't mix. However, Cabbage is still hanging on with a little bit of HP. Very impressive. Lunatone here looks at Diana, and this incredibly powerful psychic type needs to even the playing field a little bit. However, the Wonder Room is still active. Lunatone will lock eyes with Diana and use a hypnosis and request a con save from Diana, a DC 19 con save.
Oh. Diana has got
Good
some
thing-
crazy constitution, if I remember.
I was going to say, her con's higher than her charisma, so...
Well, it'd be wisdom, but yes.
Oh, whatever.
It's a lot
I
higher than
forgot.
it was.
She's
I drank
also-
Forgorium.
She's also holding an assault vest in our D&D rules. I think that this would apply.
I have that listed at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay,
Those
let me
Salt
take a
Vest rules,
gander.
yeah.
Advantage on saving throws? Okay, cool.
It's a saving throw. I think it counts.
Yep.
All right. What was the DC?
19.
You also have an Elodie's party time that you could use.
Right. So if it was 19, would it still hit if I rolled a 19?
Ties favor the attacker.
Ties favor the attacker.
Okay, so I will add Elodie's party time, and that will automatically work, right?
Okay, yeah. You will not be put to sleep. Excellent. Lunatone will try the hypnotic gaze into Diana, and it does not apparently work. Diana is fully prepared for it. Very good. Team Togekiss, what are you doing?
DC 19 is fucking broken.
Yeah, very powerful
I
Pokemon.
think it's
Oh, wait.
time for a...
Wait, hold on.
I'm holding.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that one. I'm gonna keep that one close to the chest.
All right. Keep your secrets.
There's no potential way for Cabbage to heal herself, correct?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I think Cabbage is going to Misty Terrain.
Oh, fun.
Ooh.
Set that up. Cabbage spreads out a pink cloudy mist along the ground, which looks to be around the top of this comet that you are standing on, and it covers the field.
So Misty Step does nothing in combat.
I mean, she
Or at
can move
least
around,
In
but...
this one-on-one combat, yeah.
Right, that's not really going to do anything for us. Okay, that's nice. That's a good idea. Because now we can't be... Well, grounded Pokemon can't be put to sleep, right? If
Correct.
Cabbage is out in any case, but
No Pokemon
at the same
can
time.
Yeah, because of Sweet Veil. So the hypnosis would have failed anyway, so you didn't actually have to.
Oops. Well, whatever. I drink Fragorium. I'm Schmidt, so it's not like I would.
Yeah.
Like that would be at the front of my mind. I guess. I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know.
This is weird, man.
This is weird. I don't know. What I was going to do though is not Hyper Beam. Sorry, Hydro Pump the Lunatone.
Sure. They will make their deck save.
I think that's the last Hydro Pump too.
You've got 2 left.
Okay. I miscounted.
So now you've got 1 left.
That's an 18.
Do I impose disadvantage on this because of Decorate?
Oh yeah, true.
Did you do disadvantage?
I did not. That is a 13.
That will fail. Haha.
Very good. Get that super effective water type damage.
Super effective and die increase because of the Decorate.
Yeah.
Let's freaking go. Plus 10. This will do 71 damage. And I will knock the Lunatone prone and push it 15 feet behind.
Schmidt instructs Diana to unleash yet again another incredible torrent of water that pulses into Lunatone and smashes it against the far wall. Seemingly just out of nowhere within the cosmos, it impacts into the wall and slides down. It is knocked prone. Very good. What is Elodie doing?
She Misty trained.
She Misty trained.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, excellent. Bonus action.
Never mind.
Okay.
No, because I don't think they're. I'll evasive stance the Lunatone.
Okay. Elodie and Schmidt look at each other, and it appears that they have a similar type of psychic pink energy glowing between them. The bond enforced by Tate and Liza isn't required to be maintained, but if you two wish to continue rolling with it, in each other's characters, you will receive minor combat advantages. Do you wish to maintain this connection?
I'm down if you're down.
Schmidt inside of Elodie says, "Fuck it, we ball."
Fuck it, we ball.
Excellent. So until the end of a turn, if you decide you want to switch back, you will remain swapped. So we are continuing on as such. Back to Lunatone. Lunatone is on the ground, knocked prone. We'll use its movement, in quotes, to get back up. It would, but it'll be prone for the turn. So because it hasn't had a turn of being prone yet. Anyways, all this to say, from the ground, it will fire off a series of glowing psychic rocks towards Diana, hoping to deal some significant damage. This is a power gem. This is a roll to hit. So Diana...
That was evasive stance, correct?
It was evasive stance, and my first roll was a natural 1.
Was.
So these rocks from the ground will in fact go wide and just collide in the wall, and Diana hardly even needs to dodge and is able to avoid the power gem. Really excellent stuff. Metagross, out of Meteor Mash, is looking to finish off Alcremie once and for all. Going to charge it with its iron face with the Zen Headbutt. Does a 22 hit.
Yes.
Does the damage matter?
If it's more than 5.
It is definitely more than 5.
Okay. Yeah, it matters.
Okay.
Or no, it doesn't matter. Sorry.
Goodbye, Cabbage.
Yeah,
goodbye,
still
Cabbage.
matters.
Cabbage is
Good
in
night,
fact
sweet Cabbage.
knocked out. And you can make the switch right away because it will be your turn.
Yep. Free pivot into Aubergine.
Aubergine the
Nice.
Liepard hits the field for the first time in space. Pretty exciting. Aubergine feels like something's kind of off, but isn't going to question it. What will Aubergine and Diana do?
I got a fake out on deck. I think we could finish off this Lunatone right now.
Absolutely. So, do you want me to try first, just to see? With that last Hydro Pump? Or...
No, because we have to fake out to... Well? Yeah. You try first, because you can knock it out, and then I fake out the
Then we can
Metagross.
just... Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's go for
Right.
that.
Okay, so I will, in fact, Hydro Pump. Our last one.
Okay, let's see it. Deck save with disadvantage.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be an 8.
Fabulous. Let's do this thing again.
You got to roll
I
enough
have to
damage.
roll 12 d8s. That will be... Oh, damn. That is 78 water type damage.
An incredible blast as Diana looses her last Hydro Pump into the Lunatone, who is already knocked prone. Lunatone will hang on with, I will admit, 8 hit points after the Hydro Pump leaves it soggy and wet. However, this is a very powerful Pokemon and is still standing. Aubergine, what's up?
What is up?
Mm-hmm.
We know confirmed it's only 8 HP.
Yes.
I honestly think I forego Fake Out and hit it with the Feint Attack.
Yeah. That sounds fair. You could Copycat also. But I don't know how much a Hydro Pump from... Honestly, probably the Feint Attack would probably be better because it's stab.
Right, well, it's only 8 HP left and Feint Attack is 2d8 and has advantage to hit by default.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Then I would,
Yeah.
Give it a whirl. Let's see that Feint Attack. As Aubergine charges forward after Elodie's command to strike Lunatone for the decisive blow. Armor class you're beating is 15.
Does a dirty 24 connect?
Yes, it does. How much damage? Very important. It's
2d8
super effective.
plus 5.
So 48, right?
Oh, 48.
I guess your minimum roll is 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess do you have flavor for KOing Lunatone? Liza's last Pokemon?
No, we just do the thing.
Okay. Aubergine pounces with a sinister blow, and Lunatone's red eyes go dark as it just becomes a plain stone moon in the cosmos sky. As it's defeated, its body kind of like somehow either teleports or actually physically becomes part of the environment, and there's just a moon off in the light years away. Not light years, you wouldn't be able to see it. Very, very far away in the cosmos. That is exactly Lunatone's body. And Liza awakens from her meditation and looks around and evaluates the situation, sees Metagross is out, and she stands silently behind Tate, who is still meditating. Nicely done. It's a 2v1. There's Metagross, and then assuming another Pokemon that you can probably guess, can Team Togekiss do it? Only one way to find out. Any bonus actions?
I will evasive stance Metagross.
That makes
I was about
sense.
to say it's free if it's just one slot. Yeah.
Anything from Elodie?
I don't think Elodie has any more.
She should have. She should have. You used one of the party times, so she should have one left.
Okay.
Because I used it in the first one, and then I used 2 in this battle, and then you used 1. So yeah, she's got 1 left.
Can Elodie party time her own Pokemon? Has she done this already today?
She has.
Okay. I will hold then.
Okay. Very good. It's Metagross's turn. 2v1. Metagross is to make up for some lost ground. Sees Aubergine. Well, no, it doesn't. It sees the strategy that Schmidt and Elodie have concocted and thinks that its best chance of winning is doing the same. So it's going to hard target Elodie here, swinging down a giant metal claw onto Aubergine with a hammer arm. Rolling to hit. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
All right, super effective fighting type damage for this hammer arm. 43 points as Metagross slams into Aubergine with a giant claw.
Jeez.
However, this seems to have an exhaustive property, and all attacks on Metagross until its next turn have advantage to hit. It is Team Togekiss's turn.
You said 43?
43.
43, okay. Aubergine is going to fake Tears the Metagross.
Okay, what does that do?
So you now have forces the target to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. They get a 14, ties favor the attacker. What does it do?
Oh, on a failure, all attack rolls against the target are given a +5 bonus to the end of your next turn.
Wow, so
that is on the attack roll.
Yeah, and you have advantage because of Hammer Arm.
Yes.
So things will certainly be hitting Metagross this turn, almost certainly.
I think you could kind of see that she's there with a Thunderbolt, maybe? Because if it's modifying the attack roll, giving it a +5.
Does that modify the natural roll?
Yes.
All right.
Does it?
Yeah.
It says rolls against the target are given a +5. So I'm assuming that means attack rolls.
Yeah, it's the attack roll, but it's not the natural roll. That makes sense. Like, it's a +5 modifier.
Okay.
I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. And you are getting combat advantages for staying linked this way. So I think we can do this here. But I think in the future, it doesn't affect the natural roll.
Okay. I was just thinking because, like, when we're doing the Elodie's party timer for inspiration, that does affect the natural roll. But that makes sense that this would just be a modifier.
Yeah. Yeah. Different mechanic there.
Okay. I mean, I probably was going to Thunderbolt anyway. That's the only move that she can use that's not resisted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she doesn't have any Hydro Pumps left, so.
Correct.
All right. So have we... I'll just roll first just to see. Unnatural frickin' 20, baby.
That's
Didn't even
it.
matter.
So there's your
God.
paralysis, and there's also your huge damage. So whatever the total value of the dice is automatically applied, and then you roll on top of that. And Metagross is paralyzed.
So just the full damage of the dice, and then roll
Does that
normal
count
damage.
for decorate too?
Yeah.
The full damage? Yeah. So increase that die.
Oh, right, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh,
good stuff.
goodness me. 67 damage.
That's the total.
Yep.
Very
That's
impressive.
on a neutral hit too. Yeah.
For a neutral hit, that's certainly something.
How's it feel to be Schmidt for a day?
I'm crazy.
Diana looses a thunderbolt that strikes Metagross just like exactly in the right spot, just like in a weak point in the armor, and leaves its mechanical body unable to move as efficiently. Additionally, as a reminder, since we don't have status conditions a lot, this Pokemon makes martial saving throws at disadvantage, being Strength, Dex, Con, and it may not attack. So that's really incredible stuff. Good job, Diana. Anything else?
I will evasive stance it. It doesn't really matter, but I will do it anyway.
Yeah, you may as
Free it.
well. Okay, and then did we already hit Aubergine?
Did the fake tears? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she,
right. That's
she
right. That's
faked
right. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. Let's do it up. Back to Metagross. Metagross has to see if it can attack through paralysis. It does. Great. It will launch another hammer arm at Aubergine. Rolling to hit. Does a dirty 20 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay, Aubergine taking... Oh, super effective. Fighting type damage. That's going to be 45 points of fighting type
Aubergine
damage.
is knocked out.
Aubergine gets knocked out, bringing Elodie down to one Pokemon. Very curious.
Yep.
That is it for Metagross's turn. Just a whole bunch of just taking its own actions. Who will Elodie send out?
Bubblegum hits the field.
Bubblegum the Primarina, the gracious,
Yep.
elegant seal Pokemon. It is Team Togekiss's turn. Paralyze Metagross, assuming one more Pokemon after it. Metagross is not looking good. What will they do?
You're flush with options. You can keep thunderbolting. You can pivot.
I feel like I guess I don't have any more hydro pumps, so I don't necessarily need to keep Diana in.
Mm-hmm.
What would we switch to, though? We didn't get to do the fun dragon cheer thing. Oh, man.
It's a lot of setup, to be fair.
Yeah. Pride does get Aqua Tail, which would be good. Like, that'll be neutral into this guy, and that would also be good into frickin' Soul Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a good option. I mean, Diana's full, so it's not like I can, like, sack her.
It'd have to be a hard pivot, yeah. Or you could just keep thunderbolting for Chip.
I could, but also the longer that Metagross is out, like, Prim is also
yeah.
threatened.
Prim's in danger because it's fairy. Yeah.
Steel
It's
is...
also like, I don't know, it's taken a sizable hit, right? If we both double it this turn, there's probably a chance that we knock it out.
That's fair.
I will let you decide.
Is
My
Steel
brain.
not very effective into water?
Correct.
Is that real?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be neutral into Prim, so it's not a huge deal. That would take... I'm assuming you would Sparkling Aria, so that would take one of her PP, but that's not a huge deal.
I'm thinking Hyper Voice the Metagross and save the Sparkling Aria for the
Yeah, that's fair.
'Cause
Hyper
it
Voice
is more
resisted. It's not Liquid
powerful.
Voice.
Oh, it's not Liquid Voice?
Yeah, I don't have Liquid Voice.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that changes everything. Shit, I would need the Sparkling Aria. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that changes everything.
I mean, like, Disarming Voices will do automatic damage into Soul Rock, so if you have to resort to those, that's, like, fine.
It's just getting this Metagross off the field is the big issue. Because then Pride and Patricia can pop off.
Right,
Soul
that's
Rock.
why, yeah. So maybe I do just go for that Thunderbolt right now.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
I
we
can
just...
switch.
And I think maybe a Hyper Voice anyways, just for the chip.
Sure, that's fine.
How about you Thunderbolt first, and then we
Yeah.
gauge what we need. Yeah.
Let's see it.
Okay. That's another natural 20.
Let's go. That's awesome. Well, the math should be
Man,
easier because you've already done it.
Being Schmidt is making me more lucky.
Yeah, your rolls were pretty bad up until you switched places, and then all of a sudden,
I was meant to play Schmidt instead.
just from here on out, you guys can switch if you want. That's fine.
At any time? Wait, that's crazy, actually.
No.
I rolled shit anyway. Oh my god, I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. That's crazy. Then that's the crit will be 3 times 12 again is 36. So 36 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 is 47.
Still not bad for not good rolls.
It will still be paralyzed.
Yeah,
so whatever you want to do, dog.
It's not losing paralysis. It is in the red HP officially. However, Metagross is not knocked out after the second consecutive critical hit Thunderbolt. Schmidt really knows what he's doing. Giving really keen instruction here. Diana's popping off. What will Bubblegum do?
What will Bubblegum do? It's kind of like the opposite thing, where like Elodie's kind of thriving being Schmidt. Schmidt is kind of like crumbling being Elodie.
Yeah. Very interesting.
I mean, like, it's paralyzed for the next turn, so we don't need to kill it right away, so keep that in mind.
This is true, yeah. I think I will just Hyper Voice anyways.
Sure.
Right.
Just to save the Sparkling Aria PP for the potential Soul Rock in the back.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Roll to hit.
That is a roll to hit, yeah.
Okay.
12 plus 7. 19?
That will, in fact, hit. Please roll resisted normal type damage.
11.
Okay. Not bad. Honestly, pretty good chip. Metagross is looking fairly weak. It is certainly possible that one more attack could take it out. Potentially. Not guaranteed. Anything else for Team Togekiss?
Evasive stance again for no reason.
Yeah, it's a given. Maybe there should be a limit on that. I don't know. Maybe not, though.
It's, I don't know. When we've got it locked down in this situation,
yeah,
it's kind of busted, but like
in a group,
against the Regirock fight, when everything was AoEs, it did nothing.
Yeah, totally. No, it's probably fine. It's probably balanced.
It's balanced. We've just got it in a situation where it's thriving.
Yep. Realizing that it is on its last legs, Metagross will go for a seriously devastating move. It will charge its entire body at Diana with a Giga Impact. Rolling to hit with a significant, massive... Oh, and that's a crit.
Oh.
Is it disadvantage because I evasive stance?
That's right. Well, it still is a 26 to hit. Man,
okay.
If that crit, that would have been something.
Yeah. I don't know if it would have knocked out though, because Diana was back to full HP still, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's still pretty sizable. So Metagross charging its whole body with a Giga Impact, giving everything that's got, smashing Diana. Kind of not the best roll. 52 points of normal type damage. And on Metagross's next turn, it will not be able to take a reaction. And that's it for Metagross.
It will not be able to take a reaction?
Sorry, an action at all.
Okay.
My bad,
I was about to say, that's broken.
No.
Wasn't it supposed to be physical Hyper Beam? Okay.
Yeah. Schmidt and Elodie. This thing's pretty low.
Should I go for it? Thunderbolt. Or do you want to see if you can knock it out and I can get a free switch?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Roll the hits. Does a 9 hit?
It does not, unfortunately. Metagross does have a better armor class than 9. Will not take any damage.
All right, that's fine.
All right.
Will Diana get the free switch regardless because of Giga Impact, or will Diana attack here?
Oh, you can get the free switch regardless, yeah.
You're so smart. Thank you, Richie. Yeah, let's do it. I will switch to Pride.
Okay. Pride to the Dragonair from Vince Winstraight. Hits the battlefield, which is a comet. Ready for action. Holding the choice band. Back to Metagross. Metagross does nothing. Team Togekiss, what will you do?
I'm going to Disarming Voice, just so I don't have to roll to hit.
Okay.
That's understandable.
Show me the resisted.
It's all resisted anyways. I'm just having a hard time.
It's tough.
5 plus 6, 11.
11. Metagross still standing, but certainly,
what the fuck?
Certainly pretty low HP. Still red HP, still very low. Certainly can feint to one attack. Maybe not a Disarming Voice, but it's very low. Thank you, Bubblegum.
I'm gonna have to Aqua Tail here, just so I can lock into it.
Okay, Choice Band limits you to using one move. It also increases your damage die and doubles your damage bonus. Right, Schmidt? Or right?
Okay.
Yep.
Elodie,
I have it written on the sheet.
That'll be 18 to hit.
18 meets the armor class of Metagross. You'll probably KO. What's your roll?
So if it's super... no, it's not super effective. That's 3d10 plus 4, so that's 7? is
Okay.
lowest hit.
Please
damage?
roll for damage.
Okay. 6 plus 4 is 18. Wait, I didn't double it. Plus 4. Sorry, I didn't double the damage bonus when I told it to you. That's 22.
Perfect. Yeah, very good. Pride whips around his tail, smashes it in a splash into Metagross's body, and actually nets the KO. Additionally, Pride, under the command of Schmidt, begins to glow a brilliant white light, and also finds itself evolving, standing bipedal on 2 legs, changing in color, growing wings, and you have before you a Dragonite. Congratulations, Schmidt/Grace.
Yes! I'm gonna say power, energy, success.
Excellent. That is exactly what Vince would have wanted.
Elodie will also join in. They're doing the punches, like the movement.
Yeah.
Awesome. Liza is like smiling, but also weirded out, and Tate is still meditating. Looks very, very focused. Welcome to the field, Pride the Dragonite, as Tate recalls Metagross and sends out the ace. You guessed it, Solrock. The comet that you're riding on begins to orbit very closely to a star. And it is intensely bright, but not in a way that you're blinded, but the battlefield is around a star in orbit. Solrock is here. It is Solrock's turn. Can Solrock finish this off? Seeing a brand new threat, an incredible threat at that, will summon rocks from the earth, from the battlefield, to rise up and splinter into Pride the Dragonite.
Can I baby doll eyes?
Yes, you may. With a new Stone Edge, now with advantage to save. Please, please have Pride.
Evolving did not help Pride.
Nope, it was a mistake, actually.
It was bad.
All 3 of your Pokemon are now currently flying type.
This is also a DC 19. This is a strength save. DC 19 strength.
Okay, and I have advantage.
You do have advantage.
Oh, I need to stop dropping my freaking dice, dog. This one was a 16, plus 5, so that's 21.
Okay. Yeah, 21 will in fact save. Very good.
So neutral damage, right?
Yeah, effectively. Incoming Stone Edge as they splinter into Pride's body. Only 39 points of rock type damage.
Okay.
Not too bad. Pride didn't have any damage on before, and Evolution would have healed it anyways, so Pride is ready for action. I will note here that Pride did get a new attack, and if you really wanted to switch it up, I would let you. Additionally, Pride has a new ability also. A changed ability and a new additional ability.
Yeah, does it get an HP increase as well?
It does, yes.
From evolving?
It does.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so you're saying with Choice Band I can switch? I mean, I don't really see why I would.
Since you evolved.
But
I
spam Thunder Waves.
That's a bad idea.
3 new moves.
Yes, I kind of went crazy. If you still want one of your old moves, we can talk about it, but this was just how I made the sheet.
Okay. For now, this will be fine.
Yeah, because you're mostly wanting to Aqua Tail, but Outrage is here too.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, what will Schmidt do? And yeah, and also note Vince's power as a new passive.
Shit, what?
All right. I think I will save that until I know it's weaker so that I can get the advantage and then have some level of confidence that it will not have advantage on the next turn because it'll die.
Yes.
I will just go for that Aqua Tail again. All right, let me roll to hit. Natural 20, baby.
Oh my gosh, no way.
I'm killing it as Schmidt.
That's wild. Okay, yeah, roll your super effective crit on your new
crit.
Choice Band Dragonite.
Has Elodie ever done this before? A super effective crit from Schmidt?
Probably not.
And then plus 10, so that's 108 damage.
Not a one-hit KO, but man, is it a lot. As newly evolved Pride, now not a serpent, but bipedal, whips its body around and with a splash of its thick tail, smashes into Solrock, leaving it dripping wet and heavily, heavily damaged. Very cool, Pride. What is Primarina doing?
Sparkling Aria.
Saving it up for this moment. Can Prim get the KO? Let's find out.
Just full sending.
They get a 22 to save.
Damn.
That does save. This is a pretty dexterous motherfucking rock. Okay. So I still just rolled the damage. And we're rolling double damage for super effective.
Yes, but since they saved, it's probably just neutral. Effectively, because otherwise it would be double, but because they saved, it's halved, so it's
okay,
just...
so I'll just roll normal damage.
Yep.
30 even.
Ooh, so close, but not enough. As Bubblegum lets out a beautiful song, bringing Solrock to at the very end of its straits, but it will do its best to conclude the battle as much as it can.
Schmidt kind of stomps his foot and throws like a little like mini tantrum.
You mean
or
Elodie?
Yeah. Yeah, Elodie.
Very good. Schmidt's probably popping off.
Yeah. Schmidt is like jumping in the air and like like flailing his arms.
Very good. Back to Solrock. Solrock really just has to rely on something here. Going to swing the Stone Edge again into Dragonite. Requesting a DC 19. Was it Strength? Yeah. Dex save.
Okay.
With evasive stance, I guess, right? So you have advantage.
I got a 21.
Okay. Dealing half damage. Still going to be a lot from this very powerful Solrock. 38 points of rock type damage. And that's its turn. Who's going to net the KO on this guy?
I'm going to go for an Aqua Tail.
Let's see it. Choice Band superpowered Dragonite. Can I get the KO? Only one way to find out.
17 to hit?
17 does in fact hit. I believe your minimum roll will in fact KO. It has 11 HP remaining. So do you have any flavor for pride KOing Tate's Ace Solrock?
I'd like to think that like, well, I guess it's Aqua Tail. I was going to say he would like punch forward like the way that Vince does and that Schmidt would do it at the same time.
Oh, yeah. No, you can flavor it that way. You can make it a punch.
It'd be like a cute little in sync moment. Yeah, that's all I really got.
Yeah, that's great. With a final splash, a final blow, Solrock is knocked out, and you see its body just apparate into the cosmic landscape as the comet that you are riding plunges directly into the sun. And as it does so, all your vision turns completely blank, and you find yourselves back in your regular bodies. And Tate and Liza stand up from their meditation, and they walk forward, and they say in unison, "Congratulations, you are the true victors. You have dismantled our strategy efficiently. Let us award you with the Mind Badge." They each hold out their hand, and they hand you a badge. Do you receive it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna suggest that as like the battle ends, Elodie is like, "We crushed that," or sorry, Schmidt is like, "We crushed that," and goes to high five Elodie, and then as they high five, like that's when the switch goes back.
Yeah, that's awesome flavor. Do you agree with that?
Whenever Elodie said like have a cute little NSYNC moment, I was just gonna say Elodie's doing the NSYNC dance from Deadpool.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you for retconning that flavor. Very important.
Yep.
Tate and Liza give each of you the Mind Badge. It's in the shape of a heart. It's kind of bisected into two to kind of give the sense of, two souls working together, perhaps. They also each provide you with 400 Pokemon dollars each, a substantial amount. They also notify you that as of receiving this badge, you are able to carry 6 Pokeballed Pokemon belonging to you in your party at all times.
Yes.
Additionally, while they don't say this, Schmidt and Elodie understand that what kept them from going home several weeks ago back in Lily Cove City was their inability to have enough gym badges to leave the country legally. Now, technically, if they really wanted to, they could just take off. Tate and Liza.
See you guys later.
Tate and Liza give a solemn congratulations, another solemn bow, and they wish you the best on your journey. And while there is no door for you to exit, appearing in the white room is a circular pad that seems to be glowing, and they encourage you to stand on it. Do you do so?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. You each take a foot on the pad and you spin around comically, very fast. And then all of a sudden you find yourself standing in the lobby of the gym. One by one, you just are teleported there via the teleportation pad. Congratulations on your final gym.
I was going to say, Schmidt like kind of holds back a vomit from spinning around so fast.
Do you want to make a con save?
Sure, yeah, that'd be funny.
Okay. Give me higher than an 8 to not vomit.
Shit, I got a 16.
Okay. Schmidt manages to hold it back a little bit. Congratulations to Team Togekiss. Is there any activities that they would like to do without the rest of the party before they just go about their day?
I don't know. I want to grab some mimosas.
Is there a mimosa place here? I'm totally down.
There are a variety of alcohol serving establishments. Is there a chain, Mimosas? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, it's not quite as big as the one in Fall Arbor, but kind of up the hill towards the Space Center is a Mr. Mimosas. Do you go there?
Yeah.
Okay. One Schmidt perception for the walk, please.
Oh, my fucking
Dog, what's
God.
going on in Mossdeep today?
14.
Okay. Schmidt notices a couple things. One, he sees the Sharpedo jet ski guy just doing loops around Mossdeep. He seems he's woken up and is doing the only thing that he knows how to do, which is just go around Mossdeep in a circle with his Sharpedo pulling him. Additionally, Schmidt, on his way to Mr. Mimosa, sees an institution that is familiar to him. It is, in fact, a rite of learning. It looks like it's a little too early. It's not quite open yet, but it might be something that he wants to check out later. Last but not least, as he's walking up the steps, he feels like a rumble in the ground, maybe like a minor earthquake. But with his not low, but like 14 on that roll, he doesn't exactly discern where it's coming from. But it seems like it's not coming from the island of Mossdeep itself. Just an unusual rumble.
Roadhog?
Concerning.
Is it Mimosa time?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Just drink away whatever we just learned.
Team Togekiss, a powerful dynamic duo, enters Mr. Mimosas. And who else do they see besides other patrons of the Mr. Mimosa establishment who are also a dynamic duo, but vacation-clothed, adored, previously evil couple Archie and Maxie enjoying a drink
No
in
fucking way.
Mossdeep City. However, it is upon encountering them and ordering drinks that I will end today's session. Hello, and we hope that you enjoyed listening to Elodie's and Schmidt's final gym challenge. Very extra special thanks to our patrons on Patreon who provide us with the means to make all of this possible, especially our latest patron, Seth the Crownless. If you'd like to support the podcast in this way, please consider it. Patrons get access to post-show discussions for every group episode, early access to select content, and much more. Check it out along with all our other pages on linktree/Dunsparce, linktr.ee/Dunsparce. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again on October 29th. Very well. Yeah, you... what's the word I'm looking for? Not Congress. Whatever. The two of you get together in the kitchen.
We hold Congress.
You hold Congress. You hold Parliament. No.